Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Raw Watch Along. It's Denise Salcedo, and it is Monday, July 29th, and it is the final Raw before SummerSlam. So I'm here to hang out with everybody today and kind of just react to what goes down on the show. Now, I'm on DirecTV right now. I'm waiting for the stream to appear on DirecTV. So I hope it doesn't give me any problems because usually it's kind of up by now, but it's not yet. But today, for those of you who don't remember, Raw is on Sci-Fi, so it's not on the USA Network, and I think that may be the reason as to why it's taking a little longer. So I'm gonna have to wait for 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock on the dot to get onto this Raw stream. So, anyways, guys, happy to be back. Happy to be streaming. This is the last Raw watch along until I don't know when. If you guys want more watch alongs, please let me know. The more vocal people are, the more people say they actually want these watch alongs, and I'll keep coming back. It's really just a matter of, hey, do people want to chime into these or not? So yeah. Anyways, okay, let me try. Hold on, guys. Let me try getting onto Raw now. Because okay, I think it's appearing now. Yes. All right, guys. I can watch Raw now. Woo! All right. So we're all good. I'll go ahead and wait for this show to start. And let me make sure I'm recording my hold on one second, guys. Give me a minute. All right, Raw starting. Cool. Let me start recording this. I record my reactions on like a separate stream. And so I got to make sure to record that one while I'm also live at the exact same time. So just a bunch of multitasking. But yeah, yay, got a lot of people in here that I recognize. So shout out to everybody who's in the stream. Shout out to Sheldon Jackson for getting us started with 5 DWO memberships. We got Edward Perez here who says, hey, everyone, let's go. Brandon Rosen, also DWO member, says, go home Raw for SummerSlam, baby. Let's effing go. And yeah, so shout out to everybody who's here. If you're new, please let me know if this is your first time here. If you're a regular, chances are I already know you're a regular. So guys, Raw is on Sci-Fi today, not USA Network. Friendly reminder. Let's do this. Raw starting right now. Gunther's arriving. I'm going to give some shout outs to some people while you guys are coming on in. Shout outs. Here we go. Jordy Griffin. Hey, we got Spend Big in the house. Arnold, Raphael, Red Raven, Zeno Hour, Taylor, Daniel, Kevin, Fernando, Andrea, Larice, Spen. I already said Spen. I'll say it again. Simon Renshaw, Brendan is here. We got Joseph in the house. We got Mark in here. Johnny T says, I'm a first timer. Be gentle. Don't worry. We're not going to do some crazy ass initiation or anything like that. But hey, welcome to the stream. We also got Jason here, who's his first time here too. Love to see some first timers, guys. I'm not sure how many of you guys recently subscribed to the channel. I just uploaded probably the biggest interview of my life on this channel. For those of you who haven't seen, I interviewed CM Punk at San Diego Comic-Con, and that's by far like the biggest interview I've ever done in my career. So if you guys saw that, thank you so freaking much. If you haven't seen it, please do. I'm really hoping that that interview does very well. I think it's close to like 80,000 views or surpassing 80,000 views, somewhere like that. And that interview was literally like a dream come true type of interview for me. And I didn't even realize that it was going to happen until it did. I only found out like a couple of days in advance that that may be happening. And even then, I wasn't still entirely sure that it was happening. And I didn't want to get my hopes up. And oh my gosh, I'm looking at Seth Rollins' outfit. I wonder, I don't think that's what he's going to wear as the referee outfit, or maybe it is his referee outfit. Who the hell knows? It's not that bad, though. At least it's not distracting. The one he's wearing right now is not distracting. I was afraid he was going to do something with like, I don't know, a big ass giant like tape or a big ass skirt. Because I'm like, okay, that would be incredibly distracting. But the poof is fine. The poof is fine. That's not distracting whatsoever. It's fine. But anyways, the CM Punk interview, guys, please go check it out. Leave a comment. Give it some love. It would really mean a lot to me. So I don't know how many of you guys are new from that interview, but if you are, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Also, before we get everything. Just a friendly reminder, guys, due to copyright purposes, I can't actually broadcast raw on here, neither the audio or the video, or else YouTube gods will come down and strike me with a beautiful copyright. And YouTube is very strict when it comes to copyright, so I don't want to piss anybody off. And I've gotten copyright things for other things before that I thought were okay and were not. And I've even gotten copyrighted for my own content, believe it or not, which is the craziest thing that has ever happened to me on YouTube. But anyways, we are here. Shout out to Kavisha Ramsundar, who's here. Thank you so much for hopping on in. We also got Zach W, who says, new timer here. Thanks for streaming. I'm so happy that there's a lot of first-timer peoples on here, so thank you so much. Brinley Hawkins says, how many San Diego Comic-Cons have you been to? That was my first ever San Diego Comic-Con. I had never been to one before, guys, and let me tell you, it was definitely worth it, but hella freaking exhausting. So exhausting. It was so hot. It was like 90-something degrees. Oh, my God. Wait, Seth Rollins is wearing zebra print with the stripes? Okay. All right. Hey, I'm not a fashion expert, but it is different, let me say. I would be terrified to wear that outfit, but that's all right with me. We're going to hear Seth Rollins' rules for referee, which feel like they should be everybody's same rules that we've had for referees. Hey, Maria, she says your interview with Punk was excellent. Thank you so much, Maria. Very, very happy to hear that. We got a super chat here from Brandon Rosen, who says, did those fangirl butterflies all come flooding back when you interviewed CM Punk? Yes, they did. I was more so nervous, not fangirl energy, but I was nervous because I just didn't want to like mess up. Oh, here we go, guys. CM Punk's coming out. Let me, I'll answer this. I'll recircle back to this question. Don't worry, we got 3 hours. I'll recircle back to this question. But it's funny because the second I did that CM Punk interview, everybody messaged. My phone exploded, guys. My phone exploded. I sent out a tweet telling people that the interview was going up in a few minutes, and my phone exploded. Everybody was texting me, asking me questions, and you name it. But the number one question that everyone kept asking me, and I'm sure a lot of people here are curious too, because I also saw a lot of people asking me on like social media and stuff. But the number one question that I got was, is CM Punk nice? That's the number one question everybody was asking me. And I can tell you guys, yes, he was incredibly kind and referred to me by my first name. He knew me, so he had seen me obviously in the scrums and whatnot. But I don't really count that as like meeting anybody because it's not like you're having a one-on-one thing. It's more so just like a room full of people. But he actually, when he came up to me, I had actually said, "Oh, like nice to meet you," because I had never officially met CM Punk in a work capacity. And he goes, "Oh, I've met you already." And I'm like, I told him I wasn't gonna bring up the fan experience because I did meet CM Punk at Hot Topic, but that was back in 2011, so I wasn't gonna expect him to remember that, and I didn't even bring it up. But CM Punk brought it up. So CM Punk remembered meeting me in 2011 at Hot Topic at a signing, and I was like, "Oh shit!" When he said that, I could not believe it. And so we talked about that a little bit, and then we got right into the interview. And then after the interview, just very quickly, nice pleasantries were exchanged. And he was hanging out there when I did the Danhausen interview. He crashed the Danhausen interview, which was really awesome. And then he was just kind of like hanging around. And like even after the show, he saw my bag around the corner, and I was sort of distracted with packing my gear. And CM Punk was like, "Hey, Denise, is this your bag?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "Yeah, make sure you don't forget your bag." And so I thought that was like a really nice thing to do, that he made sure that I wasn't forgetting my bag. So, yes, guys, CM Punk was nice. Very, very nice. And, just, I don't know how to explain it. He was just a nice person. So that was the number one question that a lot of people were asking me. So there you go. And we're still getting entrances right now, guys. CM Punk just came out. Seth is out there. Now Drew is out there, so we're still I'm just talking over entrances right now. But there you guys go. Spend big points out there. Yeah. Drew McIntyre out there with that leather kilt. when I went to Scotland, the kilts are incredibly expensive, guys. Like because they really do like nice material. And so I went into one of those fancy kilt stores, and those stores had like really nice thick material for the kilts. So these guys that are wearing kilts, they got some good material there. Let me tell you, some really good material. So yeah, VM Hung says, I hope you get to interview both The Rock and John Cena. I know. Don't worry, I'm trying. I was happy that I got my one question for The Rock at a press conference last time, which was great. I feel like that already kind of counts just a little bit. Just a little bit. It counts just a little bit. Um, but I definitely do want to get The Rock, John Cena, Dave Bautista at some point. There's some other people that I've reached out to that I'm trying to get interviews with. But I've mentioned this before to you guys, but trying to get interviews is like sometimes you got to go through hoops and you got to pitch yourself and you got to really like impress people and say like this is why I want to interview you and this is what I have to offer. And so yeah, it's just a matter of like timing is the number one thing, timing, and just sort of being at the right place at the right time. And that's how I got that CM Punk interview, was being at the right place at the right time. And so yeah, all right, here we go. The segment's finally starting, so I'm gonna shut up now. Oh my gosh. Seth Rollins looks like Lady Gaga with those glasses. With those glasses and the poofy sleeves. He looks like Lady Gaga out of the paparazzi video. Okay. So they can't lay a finger on each other or Seth Rollins or the match is off. Oh, this is going to be good. They're about to get like super crazy with promos, I think. John Taylor says it's weird seeing two guys who want to hurt each other, and then Seth is ready to be in the Olympic opening ceremony. It's so true. Oh God, now he's like dangling the threat of basically them canceling this match. Yeah, I think all of us do. We all want to see them fight. Okay, I'm so ready to hear Drew and Punk just like burn each other, put licking off his boy. I like how he says ours. You're an ours. I'm an ours. Oh, he brought it up. I don't think that's gonna work. Drew McIntyre trying to convince Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins is already convinced he doesn't like CM Punk. Yeah, I don't know. Who do you guys think hates CM Punk more, Seth or Drew? Like legit. Okay, so Seth hates them both apparently, not just Punk. But I think he hates Punk a little bit more. Let's be real. What's the one rule? Better not be something dumb. Oh, this is annoying. Seth is kind of ruining this for me a little bit. He's like, you guys, I can count to three when I want to count to three. I might count to 10 or 20. Nobody wants that. See, I think people want a straightforward referee. Yeah, this is feeling like I don't want what I don't want to see is like, let's see what Punk has to say. Ooh, oh no. Are they telegraphing that Seth Rollins is going to help somebody? I did like CM Punk telling Seth that he hopes he refs better than he dresses. Did he just compare CM Punk to Charles Manson? That's a little extreme, don't you think? He really compared him to Charles Manson. Drew's hilarious. Ooh, I love that. This is a fight. This isn't a match. This is a fight. Freaking Drew. See, that's the thing about Drew. Like, he really makes me believe that he hates CM Punk, that he like legitimately can't stand him, and I love that. See, so my one thing that I don't want is I don't want, like, for example, let's say that CM Punk or Drew McIntyre has a pin on the other guy. I don't want Seth Rollins to like start acting like he doesn't see it or just decides he's not going to count until he feels like it. That's what I don't want to see in the match. Like, I want it to be straightforward as it possibly can be with a special guest referee. Although we know that never really happened. Um, I don't know if Drew's the third wheel in this. I think Steph's the third wheel. He's not lying. Drew McIntyre's feud with CM Punk has been one of the best things for him. Drew's pet peeve, CM Punk. I mean, people chanting CM Punk's name. Oh, the bracelet. Don't do it, Punk. Oh man. Alrighty, guys. So there you go. We just got the confrontation with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. And it ended with them just like stare. Oh, CM Punk looks like he wants to rip every piece of Drew McIntyre apart. I love the segment mainly when it was Drew and CM Punk throwing shots at each other. Oh wow, look at Rhea. She looks so good in that lace. What did Carlito just take? Was it the game? There's actual writing on the walls. I hate liar Dom. Oh, I hate you, liar Dom. That's what it says on the wall. Okay, so okay, we're still getting the Judgment Day segment. All right. Okay. So, anyways, the segment with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, I feel, oh, and Seth Rollins, I think once it got into just Drew and Punk talking shit to each other, I feel like that's when it started to get really good. Primarily because I thought that they both had some good stuff in there, like Drew McIntyre reinforcing the idea that CM Punk is out there poisoning people's minds, going as far as calling him Charles Manson and all of this. I thought that was pretty good. But CM Punk basically telling Drew McIntyre that he didn't even have anything or doesn't have anything and that he's really all he has. I thought that was good too. And then him just holding up the bracelet, but them not being able to fight, I felt was like a good extra touch as well. So I did like this segment too. Again, the only thing that I'm worried about, really the only thing I'm worried about is the special guest referee stuff because I'm not really a big fan of it. But I'm hoping, but here's the thing, like, I don't think this is going to be like the only match that we get between Drew and Punk. I'm expecting this to go on like a little bit longer because this is like the hottest thing that they have right now. So I'm expecting for this not to be over just yet. So I feel like whatever, like, let's just face it, there's going to be some crazy shenanigans. Someone's going to get screwed. It's probably going to be CM Punk, or I don't know who's going to be actually. I don't know if it's going to be Drew. I don't know if it's going to be Punk, but they kind of telegraphed that already with CM Punk telling Seth Rollins that he doesn't want Seth to help him. So there might be a situation where Seth does indeed help him because I feel like they may have telegraphed that already. So I don't know if that was sort of like a spoiler of what we might be getting. But let's go ahead and get into some of these super chats that we got here. So I was on Brandon's here earlier that I didn't finish reading. He had said, did those fangirl butterflies all come flooding back when you interviewed CM Punk? So as I was saying earlier, I was more so just like a little bit nervous about like messing up. I didn't want to mess up. That was mainly the only thing. And then here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. I self-shoot at all of these events. Like, I shoot myself. I don't have a cameraman. If I have a cameraman, it's super, super rare. And it's usually just in the events in LA because they're local. But anytime I'm traveling, I do not have a cameraman. So on top of like focusing on the interview portion that you're seeing on camera, I also have the tech part behind my head where I'm thinking, okay, am I recording? Did you press record? Yes, you did. Are the mic levels up? Can you see people? Like, can you actually get the audio? Because so many crazy things can happen when you are on location. And I've had situations where I didn't press record or my mic wasn't plugged in all the way. And there's all these little things that you have to worry about. So all of those things like are going on in your mind while you're also conducting the interview. And so like, it's funny because like I always worry about that stuff, especially when it's like a really good interview. And speaking of not plugging one in, I remember I did a 9-minute interview with Drew McIntyre during Money in the Bank when they were here in Las Vegas a couple of years ago. You guys never saw that interview. You're probably sitting here going, Denise, what are you talking about? I never saw that interview that you posted. I didn't post it because my mic wasn't plugged in. And so all of these millions of things can happen. And so I'm always on top of that stuff. So it's more so like not nervous of like, oh, like the nervous that you would think. It's more so just okay, I need to make sure that everything is okay while I'm doing this interview so that, you know, the interview comes out the way that it does, right? And so thankfully everything went great. And I was looking at that, like every time I turned to look at the camera, like I'm obviously, you know, addressing the people because that's part of what you have to do. But I'm also like looking to make sure that that shit's recording and to make sure that I see the levels. Because when I see the levels moving, I'm like, okay, good. My microphone is picking up my audio. I'm good. So there's just like a lot of stuff that you might not think of when you're watching someone do an interview, especially if it's a interview where the person is self-shooting. We got John Taylor here who sends in a super chat saying, turned on USA expecting some Westminster dog show and got the Olympics. Guess I'll watch Raw on Sci-Fi. I did watch a little bit of the Olympics on Sunday, or was it Sunday or Saturday? I don't know why, but I kind of wanted to see a little bit. But it's one of those things where I feel like the Olympics are fun to watch when you watch them on Twitter. Like, I just like to see clips. I don't think I could sit and watch the whole thing because I only like certain sports. I don't like all the sports. And it kind of just depends, like, on what's happening. But thank you so much, John, for hopping on in here and for also sending in the super chat. We got Melissa Cabello who says Seth looks like Beetlejuice. All he needs is the hair. All he needs is the big frizzy Beetlejuice hair. Thank you so much, Melissa. We got Steven here who says, who do you think gets the win, Punk or Drew? I don't know because the whole story has been CM Punk screwing Drew McIntyre, right? Like that's been the entire thing. And so I'm almost thinking like Drew McIntyre somehow screws CM Punk in this match because Drew McIntyre is the heel in this and CM Punk's the babyface, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it in this particular story. Sometimes it's swaps. Sometimes you side with Drew McIntyre. Sometimes you side with CM Punk here. That's been sort of the beauty of this feud too, is that at least I know I've ping-ponged back and forth between, oh, well, this person's the babyface to me this week because of what he did or said. So I almost feel like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen at SummerSlam. And that's what's sort of exciting for me with this one, that they could go either direction and they can still find a way to like keep it going because regardless, someone's getting screwed. We're back on Monday Night Raw. Dominic Mysterio just gave Rhea a rose. Sven Big says Liv destroying the clubhouse is like the X-Keen your car, but I see them going with Liv at SummerSlam. Love the watch-alongs, Denise. Thank you so much, Sven. That's a match between Rhea and Liv where I'm very confident Liv is winning that. That one I feel like I've had my prediction down for like the longest time. So that one I'm definitely feeling like it's Liv for sure. But at some point I'm going to do official SummerSlam predictions here on this channel. Let me cook some ideas. Sven Big, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. So yeah. See what else we got here. Sven Big says, wasn't it Orange that said you do it all on your own? Yeah. So actually, Orange Cassidy, when I interviewed him, he noticed that and he made a comment about it in the interview. Thank you so much for watching the Orange Cassidy interview too. But yeah, he made a mention of that as well. So I was very happy. I was like, it's always nice when someone notices. But thank you so much, Sven Big. All right, so we are getting, let's see what's happening. Akira Tozawa and Otis versus the Creed brothers. Oh, this should be good. Guys, this should be good. This should be something here. Hey, did the Creeds get new gear? Is that new gear for the Creeds, or have they worn that singlet before? Because I feel like they've only worn that blue and white singlet. Is this a new singlet? Someone with a better memory, please let me know here. Someone with a way better memory than I do. I'm pretty sure it feels new. Yep. Okay. Looks like everybody is saying yes, it is a new look for the Creeds. I'm guessing this is their heel look singlets. Because now that they're paired off with Chad Gable, I think that makes them heels, by the way. Clarice Johnson says, yes, new gear, new theme. Also, during the commercials, guys, I will start some new games. I'm so excited. I have a new game for everybody today, so I'm incredibly excited to debut it. And we got Brandon here who says, Denise, I tagged you on Twitter in a poll asking if people want more Raw watch-alongs. No spam intended. I just wanted to promote my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much. I haven't seen that yet since I've been here. I haven't clicked on Twitter yet. But thank you so much for doing that. So, yeah, guys, go vote on Brandon's poll if you want. And just let me know or just tweet me, guys. The reason I even did this watch-alongs in the first place was because a bunch of people were tweeting me saying that they wanted the watch-alongs, and a couple of people on Instagram were also asking once they saw that I was posting up my reactions on Instagram. And some people were like, where the hell is this stream, Denise? Like, I see the clips, but where are the streams? And I'm like, there is no stream. So, yeah, so that's when I finally decided to do it. And I thought, well, what a better time than to do it than for SummerSlam. But, yeah, thank you so much to Brendan for sending this in. Wembley Morrison says they've worn them once about 2 months ago. Okay, thank you so much for pointing that out. They feel new, right? We all forgot they wore them. We got Brandon here who says, when it comes to the Judgment Day, what do you think is the end game come SummerSlam? Dom turns on Rhea, but does Finn also make a turn on Damian? Could we see a total of breakup of the Judgment Day? For sure, Dominic to turn on Rhea, and I do see like this total like. I just see it like all discombobulate, like it's all just gonna fall apart in my opinion. Because you've been having that tension between Finn Bálor and Damian Priest for the longest. It seems like the only ones that are okay are Carlito and JD McDonough. Like they just seem like they're going with the flow. But everybody else kind of has like their own little agenda going. And I feel like Damian Priest needs to break out for the Judgment Day already. But he has been loyal to Rhea Ripley, though. He has been loyal to her. So who knows what happens with Finn and with JD McDonough. I have no idea, but I kind of want the Judgment Day to kind of break up already, but something tells me that they're probably not going to just yet. Like we might just see like broken versions of the Judgment Day. Thank you so much to Brandon Rosen for sending in the super chat. I appreciate it, man. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's do our first game since we are on commercial break. So this game, I don't really have a name for it, but basically what you have to do is figure out what the image is, who's wrestling, what wrestler I'm talking about. I'm going to put it up, and you guys have to figure out who the name is of the wrestler that I'm trying to give you guys in code. So here we go. Good luck, guys. And I'll read the answers as we get them in. And then somebody just asked if I'm doing a SummerSlam giveaway. Watch along. Where did it go? I lost the comment, but someone was asking, and I'm not because I'm going to be at SummerSlam. So I will be at SummerSlam, which is why I will be able to do an actual watch along for that. But hey, what's up, guys? People got the answer. The answer was Zoey Stark. You guys got it here. Brandon had that. Jose, Dante, NYC, Sheldon. Let's see what else we got here. Sask Ryder, Jay, Joseph, Larice, DJ, D-Train, Arnold, Andrea, Johnny, Benoit, Ebony, Sensational Wrestling, Jason X Cross, Nope, Jordan Kirby, and a few more here, guys. Good job. All right, so I want to go on to the next one. Here we go. Whose name is this? Helen says, hope you don't miss Roman's return. I know. That's what always sucks about going to these media events is that they always make you rush out of there. Like, you get rushed the hell out so fast. Alrighty, what's up? Everybody's got the answer here. The answer is Wolfgang. Martin had that. D-Train, Crazy Cool, Brandon, Joseph. We had Spend Big. Jay, who also had that. Johnny T. Larice Johnson, Benoit, Ebony, Fallen, Misfit Wrestling Podcast, Daniel, Andrea, DJ, Jason, and several more. Good job, guys. Here's the next one. Who is this? As you can tell, I was having very fun with these visuals. And we're also back on Raw, so I'll just wait for you guys to get this answer and go back to Raw. All right, here we go. Let's see. We had Brandon Rosen. The answer is Tyler Bates. Jose Alvarado, D-Trade, T-Cakes, Fallen, Andrew, Dominic, Tom, Benoit, Matt, Dante, Joseph, Jay. Oh, Melissa Cabello, you're right. She says, why is it dark on the background of Raw? It looks smoky, doesn't it? It looks very, very smoky. Okay, let me pop up some more names here, people that got it. The answer was Tyler Bates. Let me delete that. All right, here we go. I'll do some more during the rest of the commercial breaks, but let's go back to what is happening here. We are watching a tag team match with Otis, Tozawa versus the Creeds in black singlets. That's the topic so far for today. Joseph says you should call it Guess the Word Image. Thank you. That's exactly what I will call it. Guess the word. Yay, Mark Henry just got a shout out. Woo! Pat McAfee's hilarious. His worm is so big they call it a caterpillar. Misfit Wrestling Podcast says, I was not expecting them to do the Gable Wyatt stuff this soon in the show. Yeah, who knows? Usually they do it, I feel like, in the second or third hour, I feel. You're right. It's usually a little later in the show. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ooh. Oh. That was a lot. That was a lot. Wow, another loss for Otis and Tozawa. They have, I mean, I wasn't expecting them to defeat the Creeds, but this is now a weekly thing, it's feeling like. What happened to this Otis push, guys? No Otis push? What are they going to do to I don't think it's going to do anything to him because I feel like the lights are going to go out and they're going to stop him from doing anything to Otis. So I think Wyatt 6 might actually save Otis. Nope, I'm wrong. They punched him in the face and no one came out. I was wrong. Maxine. Oh, no, he didn't. Maxine, slap him. Slap him, Maxine. Although I can see Chad Gable like blocking. Oh, nope. She listened to me. Yay. Oh, she's not backing down. Look at her go. Yes, girl. Told you guys. Okay. We were all expecting this. Except that this time they saved Maxine. What are they going to do this week, the Wyatt 6? We'll see what they do. They take a while to get there, so let's give it a minute. That's like my one pet peeve, though. I know that the slow, creepy thing is supposed to make it like creepier, but I feel like if I were to see someone coming my direction at that speed, I would be like grabbing weapons or running. I would be so freaking ready to fight these people. So I feel like them just kind of standing there, especially when Chad Gable was alone. When Chad Gable was alone and him just kind of just standing there was kind of silly. At least now they're with friends, where he has friends in the creeds and they're ready to fight. I do like that they're at least in the fighter stance, because when they're usually like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And they're just standing there. I'm like, come on, let's not do that. So I prefer that they're at least looking like they're ready to fight. Let them fight. Oh, they're taking off their mask. I think this is the first. Yeah, this is the first time they've taken them off and the new characters there. Check it out, guys. I'm excited for Joe Gacy, by the way. For him to get this opportunity to be part of the group, I think it's very cool. Nikki Cross. Come on, guys. Don't get distracted. What are you doing? What are you doing? Nice. This is what we needed. We needed to see them get physical. I think that was something that a lot of people were waiting on, was to see them get physical. Wait, there's more? Nope. Oh no. I thought there was more. Sorry. I thought some new people were about to creep up. Oh wait, yeah, I think it's Uncle Howdy. Chad Gable, come on now. Everyone's pointing out that this is the Misfit Wrestling podcast, says this is the most animated I've ever seen Dexter Loomis. Brandon says Dexter Loomis looks awesome. The hair. I'm like, is that real? Like, is that his real hair? Or did he get like, I don't know, something? Is it his real hair? I don't know. Because he didn't have hair like that before the last time we saw him. Although it's been such a long time since we've seen Dexter Loomis, he might have grown all that hair. Alrighty, guys, we are in a commercial break. We got a couple of super chats. This one's from Sheldon Jackson, who says, "Question: when MVP and Bobby reformed the Hurt Business under a new name, hopefully back to Beatdown Clan, do you think they'll add Ricochet this time, since he said previously wanted both Cedric and Ricochet?" I don't know, because I still feel like we don't know what's going on with MVP. We still don't know what's going on with Bobby Lashley. Ricochet is expected to be in AEW, so now it's just a matter of these guys also join AEW. So I feel like those pieces have to fall in first before we can even decide. But of course, it would be a really cool idea to see them all together as the Hurt Business and to finally get an opportunity to show people like, hey, what they can actually do, because they've kind of gotten screwed a whole bunch. And the Hurt Business was supposed to be cool, and nothing really came of that, which really sucks. Melissa Cabello says, Denise, do you think we'll ever get WWE versus AEW? Maybe, but not in the near future, though. If there were something that were to, I can see it happening in like 20 years. I don't know. But then again, some of the craziest things in pro wrestling have happened. But God, I just can't imagine it right now at this moment with this landscape. But then again, like I remember when I thought that I would never see CM Punk in WWE, and then look, it happened. No idea anymore. But I'm gonna say no right now, and no for like the next at least 5 years. At the very least 5 years. Not gonna happen. In 10 years, who knows? I can't even predict where we're going to be at in 10 years. 15, no idea. 20, no idea. All righty, guys, let's go ahead and get into some of these games here. Let's do this. We are, for those of you who just tuned in, we are playing Can You Guess the Wrestler? I think that's the name we gave it. So let's do this. A cool way to spend the commercial breaks. This is honestly my favorite one. I'm not even going to lie. This is my favorite one. I was laughing so hard while I was making this. Like literally laughing so hard while I was making this. Alrighty, and we are getting people with the answer. The answer was Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo. We got a lot of people who got that, so I'm very but to D'Angelo. I'm very happy that people saw that because I was I was very proud of this one. Very proud. Very proud of it. So thank you so much. Thank you, Joseph. He's reminding me. Guess the word image of our game. What can I say, guys? What can I say? All right, here we go. Next one. Yo, Brandon Rosen is really good at this game. The answer is Tank Ledger. Yup, Tank Ledger is the answer. We got people popping in here. Brandon got it. Martin, Joseph, Jay, Raphael, D Trade, Sensational Wrestling, Andrea, Juk, uh, Brandon, Johnny, Jason. Spence Fig's nice. I'm not good. That's funny. That's too funny. And for those of you who are wondering, it's an NXT wrestler. All right. We are back to Monday Night Raw. They're showing us a replay of freaking what just happened with Chad Gable. The amount of times that Chad Gable has run away from the Wyatt Six. I mean, I am literally losing track already as to how many times this has happened. All right, let's see what's going on with the Judgment Day. I can't get over Dominic and his mullet and his mustache. I don't think I'll ever get over this look. When I was watching SummerSlam 2005 and seeing Dominic as a little kid, I was laughing so hard because it's like now you're watching that knowing what he turned out to be like and what storyline he's involved in now. It's very funny. We also got Sheamus out here now. Who's Sheamus wrestling tonight, guys? I didn't even look to see what the card was. I don't even check cards anymore, guys. I just pop on and I'm like, hey, whatever happens, happens on this show. Laura says, do you think Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy will be a tag team? I would imagine so, honestly. I would imagine so. Oh, good. They're running back Bronson Reed. Thank you so much for letting me know, because last week when they did Sheamus and Bronson Reed, I kind of felt like we got screwed out of really seeing not that we got screwed. I just thought the match could have been better. And it didn't hit for me the way that I thought it was going to hit last week. So I'm happy to see them do a do-over, and I want to see it a little bit better than I hope it's better than the one from last week. I'm rooting for Bronson Reed, guys. Bronson Reed, that's my guy right there. I'm rooting for him. Let's go. Let's go, Bronson. I want this match to be good. Johnny T says Dominic gives mustaches a bad name. I feel like everybody gives mustaches a bad name. There are very few people who look really great with a mustache, all right? Tell me who you guys think here looks good with a mustache. Who has a good mustache, either in pro wrestling or in like just regular life? The only person I can think of right now is Tom Selleck. He's the first person I think of when I think of someone that I really like what he looks like with the mustache. Tom Selleck looked amazing with that stash. I love how everybody's like Tom Selleck. Everybody also had Tom Selleck on here. Pedrina also points out Effie. Effie has a good mustache too. Yeah, he does. He looks good with his mustache. Rick Rude, yes. Rick Rude looks good with his mustache too. It like just went on his face. Yeah, you're right about him too. Hangman Page, nah. I think Hangman Page is better without the mustache. Sensational Wrestling says, Denise, you got a good stash. Hey, thanks. That's funny. Chris Robin says mustache or mustache with a beard. No, just the mustache. Just this. None of this. Because I feel like the beard makes it look better. Like when you have the stash with the beard, great. I love that. But when it's just a stash alone, it just comes off like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Bobby Roode. I think I prefer him without the mustache too. I prefer him without the mustache. Jake the Snake Roberts. Yeah, the mustache just went on him too. You're right. It went on him too. Jose Alvarado says Denise is not a fan of Mustache Mountain. Oh. Ender Buckley says just the stash, you're probably looking like a lawman or a creep. It's a creep, honestly. Not a lot of people can look uncreepy without with a mustache. Excuse me. It just comes across like you're gonna try to kidnap some 7-year-old. That's the problem. That's the problem with mustaches. That's what it looks like. Got the creepy vibe. I swear, Sheamus turns pink 2 seconds into a match, bro. 2 seconds into a match, and the man goes from like, he's just what goes from a canvas, like all of a sudden pink splattered paint on him. Oh, we got a commercial break already. Oof, another commercial break. Oh, Jose Ortega says Vicente Fernandez. He does look good with the mustache. Yeah, you're right. He looks good with the mustache. It just makes sense. I feel like it's usually like the older men who look good with mustaches. It might just be because it makes them look a little bit more I don't know what the word is. They just look more wise, maybe once you're older, once you got a little wrinkle going. I think it helps to look older with a mustache than have a baby face with a mustache. Baby face mustache, no. Older look with the mustache could work. John Taylor says, meanwhile, Dom rocks the mustache to not look like a 7-year-old. That's what I'm saying, but you can still see it, though. Like, you can still see his baby face, even with the mullet and the mustache, though. You know? And John Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat. And here we go. The word is distinguished. There you go. Distinguished. Good word. Balance as accepted. I said some. I did say some older men. Oh man, that's funny. All right. Eddie looks good with his mustache too. Yeah, he looks good. KW says Alex Trebek. I gotta Google what he looks like with his mustache. Hold on. Alex Trebek. Oh yeah. Did he where's his mustache? It's all without him without the mustache. I don't see one with a mustache. Let me see. Oh, like a younger version of him. Yeah, he looked like a younger version. Yeah, he did look good with the mustache. But again, it was like he looked a little older, so it kind of worked for him. Yeah, because I had never seen him like that. I've always just seen him. Oh, he did have a mustache. It kind of just blended. Oh, yeah, he did have the mustache. See what I mean? Again, when you're an older gentleman, it just kind of looks a little bit more, more better. It looks better when you're an older guy. All right. Definitely not Roger Strong with a mustache. What are you talking about? All right. Let's see what else we got here. We have a super chat. Oh, I already read that one. Okay, I read that one. All right, in the meantime, let me go back to this game here. Let's see. Joseph says talking all about mustache now interesting. Oh man. We'll keep thinking of some good people with some good mustaches that can actually rock it. All right, here we go. Oh, this one's super easy, guys. Come on now. Super easy. You guys are also sending me a bunch of people that I don't know. A bunch of people here with good mustaches, apparently, and I don't know who they are. All right, this one was super easy, guys. The answer was Roman Reigns. Like that was like possibly the easiest ones that I could probably do. Literally, the easiest one that I could possibly do ever. Oh, this is good. Jose Alvarado says next watch along. Guess the wrestler by the mustache. That one would probably be super easy to do, to be honest. It would be really easy because I would just go in and like crop people's faces. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Well, I'm not back. Raw's back. Sheamus and Bronson Reed. Here we go. Come on, let's get some good violence going. That sounds really bad. Some good violence. Melissa Cabello says, Denise, how did you and Sean meet? We met online actually. And it's actually he had tweeted several years ago that he was looking for a Raw co-host, and someone tagged me in it, and I was looking for a job. So I was like, well, I had some jobs, but I needed more jobs because I was working freelance. So I always had more than one job to make ends meet. And ooh, what a knee. So someone tagged me in that. Someone tagged me in Sean's post, and I saw it, and I went and I DM'd him and was like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. I sent him links of my YouTube channel and what I had been doing already because I was already doing like pro wrestling stuff. And he already knew me actually from the X Pac 12360 podcast. So I had been doing the podcast with Sean Waltman on AfterBuzz for about like 3 years, and so he had already seen that. Um, I had been sending him emails for years actually because he was on my press list, and I was the person who sent out the press releases for the X Pac 12360 podcast, and so he already knew me based off of that and the other stuff. And so that's how we met. We didn't officially like see each other in person until our very first Raw podcast. So the first Raw podcast that you ever saw of me and Sean was the first time we like met online. That was the first time. Like I hadn't really talked to him prior. He just said like show up on this date, and I was like, okay, I'll show up. And that's kind of what happened. And then we didn't meet until like 2 years later in person once the world opened up. I think we met in Jacksonville for Double or Nothing for the first, what was it? The first AEW show pay-per-view back with fans. So yeah, thank you so much for asking, Melissa. I appreciate that. We got John Taylor here who says Denise slid into SRS DMs with an invoice ready. Honestly, for reals, I was like, hey, this is me. I want a job. Hire me. And I got hired. So, yeah, just like that. I was very happy. I was like, all right, cool, let's do this. And yeah, now it's about to be in September, is going to be 5 years that I've been doing the Raw Fightful post show. That was cool, man. Oh, he barely kicked out. That was barely a kick out right there. Let me see this replay. Because I feel like he barely got that. Ouch. He landed right on his butt. Oof, you know that hurt. Oh, they didn't show the pin. All right. John Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Kavisha says, do you like Rhea Ripley? I love Rhea Ripley. I love her. She's such a nice person too, guys. Like in real life, you would think because she's Rhea Ripley that she would have like like a diva persona. You would think, oh, she's probably like intimidating or a diva. That is 100% not Rhea Ripley. She could not be more different, more opposite of a diva in real life. She is so freaking nice. And someone of that kind of star status like Rhea, you would feel nervous talking to somebody like that, right? Like you would feel like scared to approach them or scared to talk to them because you don't want to bother them or anything like that. But ooh, Bronson Reed's leg is stuck on the ropes. But Rhea makes you feel very comfortable around her. She just has this like warmth to her where if you do approach her, she's just very nice and she doesn't come across as like I'm super famous. You know, she doesn't come across like that. She comes across very, very down to earth. That's one of my favorite things about Rhea. That's why you've seen a million Rhea Ripley interviews on this channel because she's super easy to talk to. Super easy. And you can see it in the interviews, like how easy and down to earth she is. Like she doesn't act like she's better than you, and that's very nice. Ooh, tsunami. All right, there we go. Bronson Reed gets the win. This was an okay match. I don't know what is missing. What is missing? Like they're hitting the moves, they're doing the thing, but there's just not something that hasn't like grabbed you just yet. I don't know what it is. Like, do you guys know what I'm talking about here? Like, there's something that just it hasn't gotten to that next level between Bronson and Sheamus, and I can't figure out why. Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne's mad at everybody, guys. He hates Bronson. He hates Sheamus. Now he even hates poor Trick Williams. Just hating on everybody. What is this camera angle? They did like a side camera angle of Pat and Michael Cole, and I was like, what is this? Usually it's like dead on in the center. KW says maybe the matches aren't long enough. That's probably what it is. It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like we're not getting the flow. Like the flow's not there. Can't explain it, guys. Superstar panel following the documentary screening at Damian Priest Live, Friday, 12 p.m., Cleveland, Ohio. Ooh, and Dominic and Rhea are looking like they're going to be there. That's cool. Yeah, they're doing like a lot of events for SummerSlam in Cleveland. I just got the list today, actually. They're doing this. They're doing the Sammy thing. They're doing some other stuff too. I don't even remember what else they're doing, but those are really the big things that they're doing alongside. Oh, the kickoff. So we have the Sami Zayn thing, the Damian Priest thing, the kickoff, the media day, and then of course actual SummerSlam. Oh, the Undertaker's Dead Man event. That's also happening. I need to figure out what I'm going to do and what I'm going to go to because I do have to request if I want to go, but I haven't decided what I'm doing really. Okay, we're finally getting Damian Priest addressing his past. I've been wondering about this. Sven Big says he predicts Damian Priest is retaining at SummerSlam. No, it's gotta be Gunther. It's gotta be Gunther. Oh, okay. I did love the brawl that they did last week. I thought that was really good. More brawls, please. Jose Alvarado says Gunther winning got too predictable, in my opinion. Sometimes predictable is okay. In this situation, it's okay. I want Gunther to win, guys. I really do. I think what worked and why maybe some people are switching their minds is because they did build up a nice little story here with Damian Priest and Gunther. They really did. Like the story got good with Gunther basically like shaming Damian Priest for being street trash. And people obviously are gonna get behind that. People are gonna be like, oh hell no, how dare you say Damian Priest is street trash. Joseph says Denise has the heart for Gunther to win. My heart is set on it, bro. It is so set on it. Like that is it. Like that is the match that I need to see. Literally what I need to see. Arnold Nicholson says Jay not having a match at SummerSlam. I don't know. It's not looking like it right now because let me pull up this. It's all title shots so far for a SummerSlam. Let me see what's the official card that we got at the moment. We got Cody Solo, Priest Gunther, Drew Punk, Liv Rhea, Bayley Nia, Logan LA Knight, Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker. That's already 3, 6, 7 matches right there. So it's not looking like there's probably going to be much of a match there for Jay Uso. Someone just rang my doorbell, guys, but I never answer when people ring my doorbell. Never. So we'll just never know who it is. Might be Amazon. I did order something. Maybe it's Amazon. All right, guys. Well, in the meantime, John Taylor says, Denise, did you ever see your grocery store friend again? No, I haven't gone back to the grocery store. So I actually have not seen her. But even if I did see her, I don't think I'd say anything. Like, I'm not going to go up to her and be like, hi, do you remember me? You yeeted me. Hi. Probably not. She probably wouldn't even remember me either. So I probably won't. All right, so let's go ahead and continue this game. Let's go. Here we go. Let's do this one. Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't write down the answers and I almost forgot who this was. I was like, wait, who the hell is this? But now I remember. So I had to solve my own riddle. Thank you so much to Sven Big, who sends in a super chat saying he predicts Priest will retain all the way until Bash at Berlin. Don't answer the bell. It's Reg's forehead. Can you imagine? Reg's forehead is so big. It came from Oakland all the way to Los Angeles to ring my doorbell. And all he had to do was pop his head out the window and his forehead got here. All right, I'm done. Sven Big, thank you so much for the super chat, man. You're awesome. Oh man. The answer is not CM Punk, guys. For everyone saying CM Punk, that is not a Pepsi logo, y'all. That is not a Pepsi logo. Look again. Actually, we did get some people who got the answer. The answer I was looking for was Ridge Holland. Brandon had it. KW had it. Martin had it. Sask Ryder had it. Let's see who else had it. All right, those were some of the first few ones that got that one. Oh, there's Luis, Raphael, Hari, and Luis. There you go. I don't know what you guys were doing seeing a Pepsi logo. All right, this is like those freaking Eatbot games now where they're like, what do you see? CM Punk's logo. All right, here we go. This one's going to maybe take a little bit of an extra thought here. I don't know if this one's as obvious or not. Joseph says that was tricky. I hope this one's tricky too. Johnny T says he froze. The answer is not King Booker. It is not King Booker. Fallon's still trying with Sid. It's not Sid. It's not Burger King. It's not King Booker, guys. It's not King Booker. No, not King Booker. And it's not Sheamus either. Despite, yeah, you're right. The little guy does look like him a little bit. It is not. It's not Macho Man. It's not Jerry the King Lawler. It's not King Barrett. Oh wow, no one is getting this one. This one's gonna require some extra thought on everybody's part here. Huh. Dominic Toronto says, I'm still laughing about when I came up with the California head connection. Glad I got a laugh out of you. Not only did you get a laugh out of us, but it like seriously is going to stand the test of time. We're forever going to be the California head connection. It's not King Corbin, guys. It's not King Corbin. Jason X says, I give up. Already? Come on, guys. Think a little extra harder on this one. It's not Prince Albert. Oh my gosh, someone got it. Someone got it. Fernando. Congratulations, Fernando. The answer is Rey Mysterio. So I put a king, but that's Rey. That's Rey in Spanish. And the guy is solving a mystery. Rey Mysterio. Good job, Fernando. That one was the hard one. That one was the hard one, but you got it, bro. Good job. Walk with your head held high today. You got it. Oh, man, that was funny. Oh, that's so funny. See, everyone's like clever. Good stuff. Oh, shit, we're getting a CM Punk sit down? Ooh, let's see what's happening. Oh, no, this was just, never mind. It was something else. Oh, it's a preview for the countdown to SummerSlam. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, I thought they were doing like a full-on interview right now with CM Punk. Let's see what Braun has to say. I'm so proud that everybody's like Sensational Wrestling says, Denise, you know nobody gonna get that. Hey, Fernando got it, guys. Someone got it. Someone got it. Big Blue says a 3-hour countdown. Wow. Is it a 3-hour countdown? Lord, we don't need that long of a countdown. Hello to Chris Holsinger. Thank you so much for hopping onto the stream. Hope you're also having a good day. Joseph says I should have took Spanish class. Oh man. John Taylor says, were you and Reg surprised with how well Kelly Connection show took off? Yes, I was very happy about it. I was more so happy that people connected with it. I think that's like the main thing, that people connect with the show and legitimately enjoy it. That's honestly my favorite thing about the Wednesday show, that people legitimately enjoy it, and it's kind of become a part of their schedule now, you know? Like it's become a part of you know, their weekly wrestling schedule, and that's nice because there's so much and there's so many other options, but the fact that people come and want to check out the show is very cool. We got Gabe Tuff here who says, you lately say bro a lot. Is that a tribute to anybody? Nope, it's not. I say bro all the time. To be honest, I don't want to say bro anymore. And I've been in this really, you know, when there's a word that you just don't want to say, but you say it all the time, and everybody has the issue with like, with, you know, literally, OMG, who else? I say LOL all the time too. Someone almost got me to switch over to bruv, but then it didn't really stick. And so now I've been stuck in this bro phase for the longest time, and I've been trying to get out of it. So like I said, once you get stuck on a freaking word, it's practically impossible to get rid of it. So it's just those habits that you have to break. And I think everybody kind of has a word that they tend to rely on. And I'm curious, let me know here in the comments what word you guys say a lot that you're like, oh, I really wish I didn't say that word all the freaking time. And I call people out on it now because when you talk to somebody a lot, you start to figure out what their word is, and everybody has one, even you. All right, we got Kenzie here who says, Super Show in Japan was awesome. Byron asked us if we wanted PLE in Japan, and the crowd went nuts. Already missed them all. Please come back. Dude, that's awesome, man. I want to go to, I've never been to Japan, but I hear that it is freaking wonderful. I only hear like the best things about Japan. So I don't know. Maybe someday I will go. Maybe for Wrestle Dynasty. We'll see. But I'm so glad that you got to experience the shows over in Japan. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, and thank you for sending that super chat in here. Ender Buckley says, to be honest, every girl I know from California says bro often. Oh, and dude. You know what was actually, oh my God, I was thinking about this the other day. I was at Comic Con and I was chatting with this girl she was a little girl. She was way younger than I was. And, I don't know how old she was. Maybe she was like a teenager. And we were talking and she kept saying bro to me and like all of these words. And it was so funny because I was like, wow, this girl talks exactly the way that I do. And then I started thinking, maybe I should change my vocabulary to sound older. I'm like, I'm talking like a teenager. Literally, it dawned on me right then and there that I am talking like a teenager. And I never realized it until I was talking to another teenager. So, anyways, that's something that I'm trying to break a habit now. Joseph says, bro, like Matt Riddle. I know. Let's see what else we got here. Sven Big says he calls everyone boss. I feel ya. I'm trying to see, does anybody else has, Jose says essay. I don't say essay. I don't think I've ever said essay. It doesn't feel right for me to call someone essay. I just say sup, what up. I say that sometimes. John Taylor says he says dude all the time. Sven Vic says boss ever since the Andre doc. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, Zaratiga uses poo. I'm trying to see if anybody else has one that they use. Chris Robbins says, can use the word I use a lot in this chat. Is it the F word? Is that the word? I'm like, Darkwing 19 says, are the teenagers talking like you? I'm just going to pretend that. Let's just say that. D-Train Maker says, I use the word jabroni a lot. Let's see. Holmes. I don't say Holmes either. This is a slow start to Carlito and Jey Uso, by the way. Let's see what else we have here. Ayo. I don't use Ayo either. No. Well, we all have those words. But I am going to try to break myself of the bro habit. I'm going to break it. I'm going to switch to bruvs. Although bruv makes me feel like I'm trying to be Will Ospreay. So I feel weird saying bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I switch to bruv, I'm going to try to sound like I'm trying to be Will Ospreay. Logan says he uses basically. I get you. I say alrighty. That one too. I use that one a lot now. All right. Well, anyway, back to the game, guys, because it is commercials. Jason X Cross says, I say yo, bro, dude, cuz, dog, and man all the time. You feel me? You feel me? All right, here we go. Let's move on. Let's do this one. Good luck. This one was super easy. John Taylor had that. R-Truth. Let's see. Brandon Rosen, DJ Bonaparte, Crazy Cool D, Spend Big. Spend Big says real. Not Spend Big, not real Jesus. What are you talking about? Dominic Carranza, Devin, Jay, Sensational, Armanuel, Joseph, D-Train, Rick. Joseph says, now that's easy. You guys wanted hard ones. I gave you hard ones. Now everybody wants easy ones. All right, let's do this one. Oh, you know what? This one might be a little harder. Let's see who gets this one. Oh man, I was hoping this one would be harder, but I'm already seeing people get it. The answer is Pete Dunne. Damn it! I was hoping you guys would not get Pete Dunne that easily. Boo. All right. All right. We got a lot of people who figured this one done as well. Joseph says, nope, easy too. Oh man. I was hoping this one was a little harder. All right, here we go. Let's do this one. Alrighty, I'm seeing a bunch of people with the answer already, and the answer we were looking for here is Nikki Cross. There you go. Good job to everybody. Nikki Cross is the answer we were looking for. I'm trying to work my way down the chat, guys. I'm trying to get everyone's names in here. I'm working my way here. Alrighty, and we're done with this one. I only got a few more, so I'll do those during the commercial break. We're back on this Raw match. I only got 8 more left for you guys. And then I do have some more of the other game we were playing last time, but I only got a few of those. So, oof, and we're almost halfway. So I'm trying to save my games here to last us all these commercials, or else I'm gonna have to start reading people's astrology signs again. Brandon says, I don't say this, but since I'm learning Spanish and my messages are very long most of the time, I type "Lo siento por el mucho texto." Lo siento por el mucho texto. Thank you so much for sending in some Spanish. I always love it when I get to practice my Spanish on any of these streams because I used to speak Spanish like every day of my life, and now it's only sporadic. So anytime I do get to listen or speak some Spanish, it's always nice. Thank you so much, Brendan, for the super chat. All right, J.U.S.O. Carlito is happening right now. And let's see. Got a very slow start to it, to be honest. So I'm gonna need this to like get good fast. That's the thing about me. I'm kind of spoiled, I feel, when it comes to wrestling. Sometimes I feel I could be a little wrestling bougie. Does anybody here wrestling bougie? I feel wrestling bougie sometimes, where like I've seen so much good wrestling where now when something's not good, I'm just like, don't even want to give it the time of day. And I try myself not to be that way, but sometimes it's really, really hard. Wrestling bougie is a thing, everybody. Sometimes it happens. You know what would be like the funniest thing ever? If we found out Carlito hates apples. Apples. Can you imagine if we found out Carlito actually hates apples? Like this whole time. You know what? When I interview Carlito, I'm going to ask him. That's going to be my question for Carlito. I'm going to ask him, do you really like apples? And if so, how many apples do you feel you've eaten over the years or at least bitten into? That was it? Wow, that was like really not so great. Jose Ortega says he was more of a pear man. That's the question, guys. If I interview Carlito, that's going to be my question. Do you actually really like apples? Also, what I want to know too is, does he just rely on catering like every week to go get an apple, or does he actually buy some apples ahead of time? Like, who gets the apples for him? My question: who gets the apples for Carlito? You see, guys, there's a lot of questions here to ask. John Taylor says it isn't just you, Denise. If it wasn't for this watch along, I probably would have stopped watching Raw after the Wyatt 6 segment. Thank you, John, for sticking around, man. I appreciate that. Wow, look at Zelina's top. I love her top. Wow. It's very nice. Did she say team? Did she say team forehead? What did Zelina say? Am I just hearing forehead now everywhere? Oh, wait, did Zoey dye her hair? She did not have her hair that color the day that I interviewed her. Right? She did not, though, right? Or did she? I swear she did not. She might have dyed it since then. Or maybe I just didn't notice it the first time. He just jumped her. Yeah, why'd she call him Team Forehead? That's hilarious. What the heck? So like, they're stealing our gimmick. That's mine and Reg's gimmick. Gimmick infringement, everybody. What the hell? We got foreheads over. We did that. That's funny. Someone saying add Reg to Team Forehead. Oh my god, that's too funny. Kind of like Carson says, she did say Team Forehead. He rewounded it. Thank you. What the heck? We made foreheads popular over here. Now all of a sudden, all right, whatever. All right. TJ Brightmaker says cease and desist. Yo, for reals. Nick Blue says Reg is going to be their manager. We were just talking about this, how if me and Reg were anybody's manager, who would we be? He could literally be their manager. You know what? Let's prank call. Guys, let's call Reg. You think he'll answer? Hold on. I'm going to call Reg. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to put him on speaker. Can you guys hear this? Let's see if he answers. He's not going to answer.
Your call has been forwarded to
Wow. Reg forwarded me to voicemail, everybody. Reg literally forwarded me to voicemail. That is so rude. I was literally about to tell him that he was famous again, but nope, didn't answer. Sorry, guys. We tried to get some entertainment on here. John Taylor's like, Reg is like, I don't work on Mondays. Ben Big says probably bus with Nick Wayne's mom. Darkwing 19 says, what if he's watching, knows what you're up to? He's not watching. He's not watching. He's definitely not. Someone's saying rude Reg. You guys should all tweet and be like, answer your phone. So rude. I got forwarded. Nothing worse than getting forwarded. All right. Let's go ahead and go back to the game here and let's see. Here we go. Oh, this one's fun. Let's do this one. Spend big. Says he hit his forehead hit the forward button. Alrighty, guys. Speaking of the answer here, the answer is Lola Vice. Good job to everybody. Lola Vice is the answer we were looking for. Good job to everybody. Lola Vice. All right, and here is the next one. This one's easy. Chris Robinson says maybe he has a booty call on a Monday. Who has a booty call on a Monday? Alrighty, and a bunch of people also got this one quickly. The answer was Alexis King. Lexus King. It's so funny. I love how everybody spelled it Lexus instead of Lexus. That's hilarious. All right. Shout out to them, NXT peeps. All right. And I only have a few more, everybody. And we're barely halfway with Raw. I was trying to keep this stretched. I was hoping that these games were enough for the entire commercial breaks of Raw, and I don't think I planned enough. And I literally had like 30 of them. So, all right, we're back on Raw. Team Forehead attacks Zelina Vega. Everybody's tweeting Reg. I just saw DJ Bonaparte, Kevin and Chains just tweeted Reg. That's too funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, too bad they cornered her there. Oops, I was on the wrong stream. My bad. The Miz. Oh, what's his announcement? Oh, he's going to be the host. Yeah, the host of SummerSlam usually gets like one little line and then we don't see from them like at all, or we randomly hear from them in a backstage segment, and that's just like about it. And Big says, Denise, get your Walter Mercado one. Bro. I mean, technically, The Miz could host from his home. All he has to do is pop on a StreamYard, and they can show him on the Tron. Oh, no, what's R-Truth going to do? Everybody wants hors d'oeuvres. Oh, that was cute. Kathy also raised her hand. I'm so glad that Kathy Kelly came back to WWE and is getting her proper due on the main roster. She's just a very, very likable person. Very likable person. All right, they're showing the Japan house shows that they did. Mackenzie was that, who we just had earlier here on the chat, had just sent in a super chat earlier. Here we go. Kenty was at the shows. I really want to go to Japan, guys. I really want to go for Wrestle Dynasty. That feels like the opportunity to go, because if I don't go, I don't know when's the next time I'm going to go. So we'll see. Dominic Caranto says also, Zelina, Denise, Reg, and I will have lawyers on the phone by tomorrow. For reals. What the hell? I don't appreciate them stealing our content over here. And Reg, by the way, never called me back. He didn't even bother to text, hey, is everything all right? Sorry I missed your call. Can I call you back in 5 minutes? I mean, they literally have auto responses on the phone. You can auto response. Not even an auto response. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. I can't. It's too funny. All right. In the meantime, we're getting the New Day out here. Oh, also, John Taylor also tweeted Reg. That's hilarious. I'm also doing a giveaway right now. I have been on freaking fire with these giveaways. Guys, okay, here we go. Something to promote really quickly. So most of you guys know that I pay for all my freaking giveaways that you guys see on my channel. All of them. And so, what do you call it? I was very lucky to find a sponsor for one of my giveaways that I'm doing right now, which is the classic WWE tag team titles are being given away. And it's a 2-for-1. So the person who wins will get 2, not just 1, but they will get 2. So like they can be like, having a tag team partner and stuff. So anyways, I was very lucky to find a sponsor to sponsor this giveaway so that I wouldn't have to pay for it out of my own pocket. So if you guys give some love to Wrestle Rumble, please do. Give them a follow. Let them know you discovered them through me, because if they see that they get more follows or they get more hits, they're going to want to sponsor more giveaways on my Twitter. If not, then they're going to be like, peace, Denise. So if they get like, the more action they get, the more they're going to be willing to want to sponsor more giveaways in the future. So hopefully this one goes good. I'm hoping a lot of people did follow Wrestle Rumble. So yeah, guys, please follow them and just say like, hey, saw you on Denise's page or something. And that way they'll be like, hell yeah, we'll sponsor some more giveaways. And then there you go, we'll sponsor more giveaways because I wish I could do giveaways every day, but like I said, I pay for these myself. So, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's got to be kind of worth it. So there you go. Sven Big says Denise is my virtual tag team partner. Let's go. My tag team partner doesn't even answer my phone calls. All right, let's see what's happening. Karrion Kross versus Xavier Woods. Haven't we seen this already? Did we watch this recently, not too long ago? No, it was Authors of Pain. All right, let me listen to this promo. I need to listen to Kross. What he's saying. Why? Why would he join the Final Testament? Why? All right, that was kind of silly, but whatever. He, for whatever reason, wanted him to join the Final Testament and then wanted him to tell everybody power positivity wasn't true and to go talk shit to Kofi Kingston. Sure, Bob. All right, we got John Taylor here who says if Denise was in trouble right now, car broke down in Oakland, about to get kidnapped by a gang of mustache Tom Sellecks, it would be Reg's fault. Yeah, for real. It's like if another commercial break. If they were like, hey, call someone who you know is going to answer, gun to your head, I'm not calling Reg, guys. He's out. He's been eliminated. Ain't calling him. John Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat, man. You're awesome. This also reminds me of the time, since we're talking about Reg, when he jumped my car. That shit was hilarious, guys. I was so mad that, not mad, but I was so irritated at Will. It was me, Reg, and Will. Will saved us by bringing his car, right? So I'm thinking like, oh, Will is going to help me and Reg jump the car. No, Will is just like talking to a bunch of strangers, doing whatever, talking. And me and Reg are trying to jump the car. Keep in mind, I've never jumped a car. And then Reg put the little things in there. And all of a sudden, you see all of these sparks come out. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, Reg is going to get electrocuted. And Will is over here chatting. And what am I going to do? I cannot help in this situation. And so, anyways, that was a funny story. But, anyways, thankfully, we figured it. Well, Reg figured it out. And we were able to jump the car and successfully go home. Nick Blue says he jumped it with his forehead. Yo, for real. It's too funny. It's too funny, guys. Alrighty, let's continue. Oh my gosh, stop it. Sven Big says Reg's forehead is blocking the cell phone signal. Oh man. Alrighty, let's get into that forehead has 9 lives. Y'all are too much, guys. All right, let's get into these the rest of these freaking guess the wrestler with the image game. Here we go. I'm hoping you guys struggle with a few so that I don't have to go all Walter Mercado here and start reading people's freaking horoscopes. I knew everyone was going to get this one. I just knew it. The answer is Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile is the correct answer we were looking for here. Ew, get out of here. Disgusting. Get out of here, Sean Ross Sapp. You smell. Get out of here. Hold on. Where's my out of here? Anyways, that was the answer for this. All right. And let me continue on here. And let's get into this next one here. See, Sean ruined the game, guys. I had a flow going. All right, here's the next one. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot the answer. Nope, I know the answer. Here we go. John Taylor says SRS shows up before Reg. I'm shook. That is so true. Wow, that is so true. This is not good for my friendship with Reg. We're gonna have to just have a real big conversation. Oh my gosh, what the hell? What the hell? I thought this one was gonna be harder. Juan Ortega got it down right away. Isla Dawn was the answer. No, Sean, the answer was not Sonny Ono. The answer was Isla Dawn. Congratulations to everybody who got it. And we are back on Monday Night Raw. So let me take this down. Let's see if Sean has the guts to hop onto my watch along. Sean, I'm DMing you right now. Let's see if Sean has the guts to hop into this watch along and bring some entertainment. I already failed at getting Reg on, so we're going for second best. Sean Ross Sapp. Nick Blue says Reg hacked the Fightful account. John Taylor says I was promised a Sean Free show. I'm taking back my super chats. Oh, it's funny. Oh, what's up? I knew you couldn't resist. I knew you could not resist the attention, Sean Ross Sapp.
You have a lot more subscribers than Fightful. I just realized that. It's kind of
because I'm
sad.
nice to people and I don't yell at them.
Well, I don't know about that. You're kind of yelling at me right now on your own show.
That's true. Hey, Sean. So someone earlier, Melissa Cabello, asked us how we met earlier. And do you remember how we met?
I do remember how we met.
I was gonna say we met online. We never had like a real meetup until like 2 years later.
Yeah. Are you talking about how we met online?
Yeah, someone asked. And Melissa Cabello asked, and that was I would count that as the first time we met.
Well, let's see here. As I fix my hair, my God, it's all over the place. Yeah, I put a call out. I mean, we had followed each other for a little bit, but I think the first time we talked, I put a call out for people to host the Post Raw show. And there was a gentleman by the name of the 123 Kid who messaged me, and he said, you know what? I think this Denise girl might be right for you. And I'm like, okay, X-Pac, I will take your advice on this one and give her a shot. Like, what am I going to do? He was one of my childhood heroes. And yeah, you came with a very, very good reference. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot.
I love it. There you go. Hired on the spot. Watch out.
Now, I've mentioned this on a couple other shows. Do you know the only person that I got back to as your possible replacement when I thought you were going to WWE?
Wait, what? You actually tried to get me replaced?
Oh, no. I was sending some feelers out because I was convinced you were going to go. But I had like some people that I was like feeling out about possibly, if you left, they'd go. I got back to one person. Do you know who it was?
No, who?
Ariana Grace.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Was she not planning on being a wrestler yet?
Well, I feel like she had started, but she I can pull up the message right now. Actually.
That is so fucking crazy.
And she would have been great. Like,
yeah, I was like, she would have been better. She's so funny.
So it was December 2020. She's like, hey, I saw your podcast post. I do videos and walk through and try-ons for something. She goes, my name is Bianca Corelli. I'm a wrestler and host Quick Bite News. And then like 10 days later, I was like, hey, Bianca, sorry, I'm really far behind on this. We will likely be looking for someone to join me on the post Raw shows in 2021 if our current host gets hired by WWE. She says, hey, no worries. Sounds cool. Any criteria for the job? And then I think like maybe a couple days later was like, I can't remember what happened, but it became evident that either you weren't leaving or she was going to WWE, one or the other.
So it ended up swapping.
Yes.
That's amazing.
But
Oh
yeah,
my
like it
God.
didn't get really
know.
deep.
You never told me this story.
Well, yeah, I've told it on the air a couple times, but I
never to me.
I never like got into deep conversations, but she was the only person that I like wrote back to, period.
Oh my God. I didn't even know you were sending out feelers.
I posted it publicly.
You did?
Yes. It was
I didn't see that.
3.5 years ago.
Wow, I did not see that at all. We got a super chat here from Benoit Richter who says, if you're out of games, what about sharing some particular habits of Sean Ross Sapp? Do you have any particular habits?
Like habits or hobbies? Are they the same thing?
No, I think habits. Like he means particular habits, like any weird thing you do, like, I don't know, poke your nose 100 times or something. Or pull your ears.
Play with my hair a lot. I do this a lot.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Let's see. I snort coke on live streams.
That's true.
That's one. Yeah, that's a thing. Let's see here. I don't know.
Eat leather. Everybody's bringing up eat leather.
I should bring some leather for you to eat this week. When do you get in? Thursday?
I get in on Thursday night, so you probably won't see me until Friday.
Yeah. Interesting. How about this?
What?
I booked it at a very, very expensive hotel, which shouldn't be expensive, but it is across the street from where we do Media Friday.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited.
Wow.
So excited. So don't have to drive, don't have to park. I parked my car and that's it. I'm so excited.
Well, that's great. I'm so happy to hear that. We got a super chat here from Poke who says, hey, Denise, hope you're having a good day here. Somewhat buckaroos for your troubles. Oh, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for sending this in. It's very kind of you. We got John Taylor with a super nice, super incredibly nice super chat who says, an SRS cameo on a Denise stream is bigger than any Deadpool and Wolverine cameos and probably just as expensive. Seriously, this is a wonderful surprise. And this watch along has been much better than Raw. Thank you so much, John.
I will say
you gotta give like a performance to the people something, Sean. Like I brought you in, now you gotta deliver.
I will say this. Denise always tries to pay me for my appearances. I just don't let her.
Yeah, well, because I don't want you to be like holding it above my head and then I have to like do favors or something.
I would never. But you do try. I will say that.
I always try. Because I don't, and then the times that I have not tried, I feel really bad about it. And so then I'm like, okay, like I should probably message Sean or something.
No, absolutely not. I'm good.
By the way, I have some beef with you, Sean.
Dude, I'm shocked to learn that.
You never got back to me on one of my video ideas that you said you were going to do with me. You never got back to me.
The Forbidden Door one?
Thanks for sharing my idea for a video I haven't done yet to everybody.
It was pretty vague, but I got back to you. I did get back to you.
You never got back to me. You never wrote back to me after that. And I said, wow, Sean doesn't want to do my video because I don't pay him because he doesn't want to be paid.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second here. That's you making fun of me and my twins.
Oh, yeah. You didn't respond to that either, by the way. I didn't appreciate that.
I mean, I call them my kids. So, I mean, of course, that's the gimmick. But let's see here. That's you talking trash about somebody.
I'm always talking. What are you doing, Sean?
I'm looking back at our messages.
If you were to go down our whole history.
Here we go. Oh, whoops.
John, thank you so much for the super chat. Seriously. What are you about to reveal?
Do you have time Monday, June 24 to do this video?
And it's July 29th.
Just saw this. What time do you want to? And then you said what time works best for you. I definitely didn't get that message.
Thank you. You never wrote back. And that was June 24th, over a month ago. And you never wrote back to me because you were too big to...
You don't have to be a stan about it, okay?
I'm just saying, you didn't get back to me. It's so rude. John Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat. Seriously, you have no idea how far this goes. We got Sheldon Jackson here. He says, Sean, 2 questions. 1, how do you plan to promote the Common Bengals W? 2, do you feel wrong going to Brown Stadium for SummerSlam being a Bengals fan?
No, I'm going to go to the Brown Stadium to watch the Bengals kick the crap out of them. I don't really promote Common Bengals W a lot. So that's like my Cincinnati Bengals like vanity thing. And I had somebody that hit me up and they're like, hey, I could get you into the press room if you wanted. And I was like, well, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I became a Bengals season ticket holder because I worked too much and I wanted to force a day off. I am not trying to hang out with Riccacino any more than I have to, first off. But second, I don't want to make my one thing that really is my true wrestling escape also work. Now, if they came along and they said, well, here's a guaranteed contract for the exact same amount of money that you are they're getting paid for wrestling, then yes, I would absolutely take that. That's the only thing I would do other than this. But it's not something I'm actively seeking out to do. I am going to do a collaboration with a guy named Malik Wright, who does a lot of great Bengals content. But yeah, I would like to have like Renee Paquette on sometime because she did some Bengals stuff. And I've had Pac-Man Jones on, who's done a lot of crossover there. I'd like to have Brian Pillman Jr. on at some point. I want to do some like wrestling crossover, but like that's not a big thing for me. I do it for fun because it's just something I enjoy.
Sometimes you need a break and you want to, just escape from having to work a whole bunch.
Yes.
Oh, what's going on here? Let me see this.
Oh, yeah, I haven't been watching Raw. Oh, my gosh.
She's burning his picture.
Oh, this is such a coup.
Oh,
wow. Do you think this is what Russo did to all this Busted Open merch?
What are you talking? I have no idea what you're talking about, Sean.
Okay,
none whatsoever.
It's better that you don't know what I'm talking about. It's like when they burned LeBron's jersey when he left for the Miami Heat. It's like, bro, he's coming back. Chill out. You should do your eye makeup like that, Denise.
You swear that I can do that. I can't do that. I haven't got those kind of skills.
You probably couldn't.
I got the same look every week. But that's like the number one thing to do, though. The second you're done with someone, you burn all of their stuff. That is exactly what you do.
Seems a little aggressive.
No, I love it. I love it. I think it's great stuff there.
You've been watching the Olympics, Denise?
I watched like 5 minutes of it, maybe 10 minutes of it. I watched the men do some gymnastics, and then I watched a little bit of the swimming, and then I changed the channel and started watching something else.
Okay, I love Olympic U.S. men's Olympic basketball, and I like Olympic wrestling, obviously. I watch a little Olympic judo. The elements of MMA, I like to watch those. So some of it just isn't good. Like, you're not seeing the real best boxers in the world, but you are seeing some of the best amateur wrestlers and judokas in the world. So I watch that. Not boxing as much, but I love U.S. Olympic basketball and soccer here and there.
Okay, if you were in the Olympics, which Olympic sport would you do?
They'll probably be on the U.S. men's Olympic basketball team and be the very last person on the bench and hope that they never called my number.
But if you were actually good, if you could be good at one sport, like you actually had a chance to win a gold medal, which one would it be?
Probably high jump or long jump. That's probably the only thing I could stand a decent chance at. Yeah.
The long jump?
Yeah, I was a good long jumper. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. You said you jumped on top of cars back in your day.
I did jump on top of cars back in my day.
Okay, mine would be gymnastics. I would be like freaking going out there and doing some flips and shit, but unfortunately I can't. So my career as a gymnast is not possible. But I would have done it back in the day had I had some skills. but that would be
Right.
something that I would do. All right, here's the other question that we were talking about earlier, because we were talking about Dominic Mysterio's mustache. Who's someone that actually looks good with a mustache? And you can't say Tom Selleck because he's already been given up like 100 times. He's like the #1 name everybody gives.
Hangman, Magnum TA, Denise
I
Salcedo.
don't think Hangman. Someone already did that one too, Sean.
Somebody said Denise.
Yeah, my mustache is already out there and thriving.
Damn. Jake Roberts, Jake the Snake, had a great mustache.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Have you ever rocked the mustache?
Not just a mustache, no.
No, you should.
I went from like a little chin thing to a full beard. I don't. I mean, I would consider it if the situation was right and called upon it.
So, what do we have to do for you to rock a mustache for like a week?
$500,000 in my bank account.
500,000 or 5,000?
500,000. Are you kidding me? No way.
What if I did a good old fashioned $50?
Not happening. No.
I would spray the $50 with Febreze.
Why?
To make it extra special.
Okay.
We're back on a commercial,
all right, then.
by the way.
I paid $850 today for somebody to move some couches back and forth between my old house and my new one. What? Yeah, so I bought a new sectional for my living room. I had a great one, an all form sofa. They've been a sponsor and all that stuff. And I had one in my spare room as well. But my mom needed a couch. And I was like, well, do you like ours? I've been thinking about getting another one. She's like, yeah, I would love it. So I had a little couch for my spare room that was still in the town we lived in. So the guy that moved us went from there, picked it up, brought it to Lexington, moved it in, and then moved a bunch of stuff out of this house back there. Cost $850.
No.
Insane, yeah.
Hey, Sean, do you want to play this game with the people? And I want to quiz you and see if you can get the answers.
Sure, let's go for it.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's put this next game, and we're going to do it see if Sean can figure these things out. So here we go. Okay, whose name is this, Sean?
Otis?
No.
Omos?
Yeah, you got it. Woo!
It could have been either one.
All right, next one. Who's this?
Pooh Maker.
Oh, bro. Come on now.
What? It can't be Pooh Maker?
No, it's not Pooh Maker. There's an extra letter, so it can't be Pooh unless it's Pooh Makers.
Pooh Makers? Well, that'd be you. Everybody knows that.
Definitely not.
Well, what? Like, how am I supposed to know that? It's Pat McAfee, by the way. That's who it actually is, but...
Yeah, that's the point of the game. You got to tell me who you think it is.
Yeah, it's a lot more funny if I just say something wrong.
No, it's not. It's not. Okay, what about this one? Shit sap.
Whoa. Shit Sado.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Who do you got?
It's Sheamus.
Yes, Sheamus is the answer.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, what about this one? Shit sap again.
Sean Saps.
It could be, actually, but it's not.
It can't be Sean Saps. Well,
No,
I think
it's
that'd be a
not
good
Sean
one.
Saps.
I think that'd be a good one. Probably, let's see, Solo Sikoa. What? Yeah, Solo Sikoa.
Yep, Solo Sikoa. What's up? You're doing good. All right, last one. Here we go. Who is this?
Is that a V or a U?
Yeah, it's a V.
Can't. V. Well, it ain't gonna be Val Venus now. Even though it could fit.
No, because there'd have to be a space.
It's not Viscera. It's not Viscera.
Nope.
I don't know this one. I don't know it.
Come on, Sean. You're like the #1 scoopster. You have to know this answer.
Vikingo?
No, it's all WWE people.
Oh, okay.
We're in theme here, WWE
Is
Raw.
it Victoria?
Nope, it's not Victoria.
What the hell?
No one's gotten it in the comments either, by the way. I'm looking at the chat. No one's gotten it in the chat either. It's not Valkyria. It's not Victoria.
Give me let me think.
Okay, do you remember Kelly's theme song?
No, don't do that. I don't want to.
Okay.
Is it current?
Yeah, this is a current. Well, yes and no.
Valhalla.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Kelly's theme song. Holla, Valhalla.
So lame.
That was gonna be your hit.
That threw me off.
Valhalla.
That one threw me off. Yeah.
Good. All right, that's exactly what I wanted to do.
No wonder you never know what's going on Raw whenever we do our show.
I only play these during the commercials, technically.
Well, I mean, I'm looking right at Dom and Sami Zayn right now, but
I know they're on, but you were taking too long to answer, so I had to keep it going.
I like to be calculated, Denise.
That's so funny.
Anyway, I've given you enough of my time. I'll see you after the show.
Peace. Bye. All right, guys. We got rid of Sean Ross Sapp. He's gone now. And in the meantime, we are watching Dominic Mysterio and Sami Zayn. See what we got here. And we still got some more games, so I'll bring those up during the commercials, even though I just wasted one of my games on Sean. Benoit Richter says, great hit. I know, right? Hello. Let me put the volume up because I cannot hear. All right, what have you guys? Oh, we got a super chat here from David who says, after reviewing the past SummerSlams, which have been your favorite? Also, other than Taylor Swift, who are your favorite artists? That's a really good question. So my favorites have been 2000, 2002, 2005. And in terms of like career-wise, I really did like 2021, and I explained it. Did that video go out already? Oh yeah, that video went out today. So career-wise, I thought 2021 was a really good one for me personally. And I explained why in the video, just because I really got like a lot of interviews that week, and I was really happy about that. And then other than Taylor Swift, I absolutely love Lana Del Rey. I love Kelly Clarkson. I love Olivia Rodrigo. I love Sabrina Carpenter. I love Mariah Carey. I love Avril Lavigne, Britney Spears, Madonna. Who else do I love? Like, I'm trying to think of who else do I love. Lady Gaga, of course. I don't know how I mentioned her so late, but Lady Gaga is another one. I really love like pretty much like all pop girls. They're my favorite people on the musical planet. On the musical planet side of things. So yes, I love all of them. Thank you so much for that question, by the way. I appreciate that so much. What? That's it? Oh, man. I feel like JD McDonough is showing just a little bit too much leg in here. Just a little bit too much leg. I don't feel like I've seen that much leg from JD McDonough. Oh, he just tricked Carlito. Carlito's out the door. Carlito didn't even try, guys. He didn't even try. Let's see. Dive to the outside. Dive to the outside. Nice. Damn, Dominic Mysterio caught him with his head. His whole head caught all of Jay's body. Sven Big says Euro cut baby shorts. Zeno Hour says don't leg shame. Leg shame. All right, Braun just attacked Sammy. I was about to say I love watching Braun Breaker run the ropes, but Sami Zayn just like whoop, took him out. That was cool. That was smooth, actually. That was really smooth. Because Braun was moving so fast, I almost didn't think Sami was going to get him, and then he did. Joseph says, he's got the dog in him. Amen. Chris Holsinger says, would you take Who would take a spear from Braun Breaker? I would. But I would have to get paid though. Like I wouldn't do it for free. I would at least need to get paid like $1,000. $1,000 I'd take a spear from Braun Breaker. I love how everybody's still sending tweets to Reg. He's gonna log on and be like, what the hell is happening? What the hell is happening? He's gonna think something happened. David Capelin says, quick follow-up, which SummerSlam did you hate? Thanks. Ooh, I remember not enjoying like 2016, I think it was. I was so bored. I was kind of bored with 2015, 16, 17. There was some boring ones in there for sure. Like some, like they kind of all blurred together. Where I was like, felt like I was watching the same thing over and over, or like not really. Like that's the thing. Like even some that had like bad storylines, at least you remembered them. There was some that just had nothing to like even grab a hold of. Nothing. Larry says he'd take a spear for 10,000. Ah, you gotta lower your price. For a spear, I'd lower the price. All right, let's see. Oh, this is Dexter Loomis' story, I think, from the Wyatt Six. Doesn't even look like him. Must well be a different person. I'm like mesmerized. Like, doesn't even look like him. It's wild. Does not look like him at all. He looks so different. This is a very cool look. The hair, the makeup, just a very cool look. Like, looks just. I know I've said it 100 times, but it really does look different. Like, honestly, John Taylor said they taught Dexter to emote. That's just Chad Gable one. Oh wow, he actually wants them in the ring. Let's go. Make it happen. Come on, Pierce. All right, it's happening, guys. We're finally going to see the Wyatt Six in action next week. 3-on-3 match. Oh, are we getting Lyra Valkyria in action today? It's been a minute since we've seen it. Joseph says, save your guy, Denise. Chad needs it. I don't know, man. I don't think I can help him out, bro. I don't think I can help him out. I think he's on his own with this one. Oh, never mind. It's a 3-on-3, I guess. She's out there with Kayden and Katana. Oh, I thought we were going to see a singles match. No, it's a 6-woman tag. Okay. I wasn't sure. Again, guys, I didn't even pop in and look at the card today, so I've just come out here full of surprises. Richard Martinez says, what do you think about this trio? I think it's good for Kayden and Katana. I think they really needed it. For Lyra, I don't know, it doesn't really fit her just yet. Like, they don't really all fit together, in my opinion, but I'm willing to let it play out. But it just feels like super random, like they haven't clicked yet. But who knows? Maybe something can come out of it, honestly. Who knows? I like the fun. They look like they're having fun. But again, it doesn't match. It just doesn't match. They don't match as like as a trio. Like I feel like Sonya, Shayna, and Zoey I feel like they make sense together as a trio. Like I can see why they're all together, but I don't feel that way about Kayden, Katana, and freaking Lyra. I think Lyra's a little bit better on her own, but hey, it doesn't have to. It's not permanent. It just seems like something temporary. So I guess I don't mind it. All right. So let's go ahead and continue. Oh, we have 4 left in my game here, so we might as well just finish it off. So here we go, guys. Here's the next one, and then after this, I'm out of games. I'm done after this. Melissa Cabello says, Denise, have you ever had Mexican corn on the cob? Yes, I have. I love me some elote. That's what you're talking about, right? Elote? Well, like, because I know it as elote, and it is bomb when you put like mayonnaise and like hot stuff on it. Oh, I haven't had one in like at least over 15 years. I think it's been 15 years since I've had one. Oh my gosh, why'd you remind me? Oh, so good. John Taylor, the answer is Grayson Waller, and he got it. We had Jay in here who also had it. Dan Jackson, Joseph, Carlos B, Raphael Smith, Carlos Benoit, Nick, DM, um, Brandon, Lorene, SQ Cloud. Good job, guys. Grayson Waller. All right, next up, here we go. This one's funny, in my opinion. This one's kind of funny, in my opinion. Alrighty, and people got the answer. It is Cody Rhodes. John Taylor got it. Dan Jackson, M. Durrett, Jay, Benoit, Martin, Joseph, Richard, Nick, Will. Let's see who else we got here. D Train, Raphael, Crazy Cool, D, Maurice, Dominic, Brandon, Peter, Aaron, DM Hunk. Let's see who else we have. Melissa Cabello, Johnny T, Patrick, SP Cloud, Chris Robinson, and John Taylor says he actually had to work backwards on that one. I had a feeling. Yeah, I had a feeling. All right. I knew the Rhodes one was the Rhodes image was going to give it away, but I was like, oh, whatever. You guys got to figure it out somehow. All right, this one's funny. This next 2 ones, don't laugh. They're effing hilarious, in my opinion. Here we go. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but I make myself laugh with these next 2. Joseph says, OMG. OMG, indeed. And yes, the answer that you guys were sending in is Carlito. Jay had it. Paul and G had it. Joseph, Brandon, Nick, Simon, D Trade, Andrea Price, Sensational Wrestling, John Taylor, Raphael, Arnold, Aaron, Frank, Dan, Rick, Chris, Benoit, Brendan, DM Hunk, Jason, and Larice Johnson. All right, that one was hilarious. All right, there's one more. This one was the easiest one, so here we go. This is the last one. I thought this one was funny too. The answer that we were looking for here is Angel. Yes, Angel is the answer. That one was super easy. I just had to put one. And he's not even Garza anymore. They took out Garza on the WWE like Superstars page. He's listed just as Angel. So technically, I didn't even have to put the Garza because he's just angel on the WWE roster. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. Alrighty, guys, that's it. That's a wrap for my games here. Um, don't worry, I'll come up with something for the rest of the break. But in the meantime, we are back here on Monday Night Raw. What we got going on here? I was gonna say, are they frozen on Dominic or? Oh, the teeth! You can actually see the teeth in this game. Wow, I never noticed that. All right, let's see what's going on with the Judgment Day. I love this little Judgment Day clubhouse thing that they have going. Kind of works for them to have their little clubhouse. I've been loving those white boots, by the way, that Liv wore. You can tell Liv Morgan is loving the story, by the way. You can tell she's like legitimately having a good time. Playing the evil seductress. Like that is what Liv is, and you can tell she's having the best time with it. All right, let's see what we got next. Oh yeah, they haven't even done the 6-woman tag yet. I was like, oh, let's see what's next. Oh yeah, the 6-woman tag that we just saw the entrances on. John Taylor says, I think this is Liv's best work. I agree. I do agree. I think this is her best work. She's been really killing it as the, again, seductress. All right, let's see. By the way, since we're about to see them come out, I do have an interview up with Zoey Stark if you guys want to check it out. Zoey is the nicest. She is so easy to talk to. You can check out that interview. She got her first Mattel figure, so she kind of reacts and talks about that because she had seen her Mattel figure earlier on in the panel that they did with WWE. And she also talks about the new trio. She talks about some of the fan reactions and what people have said or called them on social media. She talks about that. And yeah, it was a really quick little simple interview. I only had a few minutes with her. So if you guys want to check it out, that is also up here right now on the channel. So a lot of good stuff. We were kind of laughing at some of the we had a good time. We had a good time. We were saying things without actually saying them out loud, really. So yeah. Fallen Footwear says, I effing love Zoey's theme. It's a good one. I like it. It's nice. It's all right. I love the purple with all of them, though. That's kind of my favorite color right now is purple. I always switch, but purple is kind of the color that I'm loving right now. Okay, let's see. We're starting with Sonya and with Lyra. This is now like Sonya's, I think, third match since she's returned. So she's slowly getting back in there and getting her groove. She's been in the matches she's been in have been really brief. They haven't been too long, so it's fine. All right. Sorry, guys. Just wanted to repeat my giveaway on Twitter. In case anybody's missed it, that's up right now on the Twitter channel. Where Wrestle Rumble is sponsoring this giveaway for me. So I'm very happy because if they're happy with it, then they'll continue to sponsor some more giveaways. And the more giveaways, the better, to be honest, because then there's more chances of people actually winning. So more giveaways, the better. So give some love to Wrestle Rumble. The tweet is up right now on my account, and basically, we're doing a giveaway of 2 championships, 2 tag team championships, the classic, and 1 winner gets 2. So 2 for 1. That because if you're going to be a tag team champion, you just can't have 1 bout. You got to have 2, or else you're going to look silly. No one's going to know you're a tag team champion with just 1 bout. So it's the 2 bouts. And you guys can enter that over on Twitter. Lex Toy Shop says, what did you think about the hair extensions on Dexter Lumis? I wasn't sure if they were extensions or if he actually grew his hair that long. I legitimately don't know. I'm not an expert on hair extensions. I know a lot of people can tell these things. I'm not one of those people. By all accounts, you could tell me he grew that hair and I'll believe you, honestly. I really, really would. We got a super chat here. Thank you so much from John Taylor, who says, question for the break. Was this your first time meeting Danhausen? Is it weird hearing him talk in his normal voice? Was he as nice as advertised? I have met Danhausen before because I interviewed. This was my second interview with Danhausen. My first interview with him was, I believe, last year at StarCast, and we did a quick little interview there. I forgot, what did we do for that interview? I don't remember if it was like a regular questions interview or if I did like a game with him. I really don't remember, but we did, I might have done both. But that interview is also up on the channel. That happened at StarCast last year. And hearing him talk in his normal voice did throw me off because we did obviously talk, just me and him, like off air before the interview. And it did kind of throw me off for a bit, but what I love it though, because he turns it on so well. Like the second, we talked about the interview very briefly, and actually gave him an option because I didn't know what he wanted to do. I gave him an option about playing the GOAT wrestling game. So if you guys haven't seen it in the interview, I did something new where I asked him who the GOAT of pro wrestling is, and then I give him 2 names and we do it all the way until he gets to 1 final name. And the other option was I was going to do Never Have I Ever with him, which is a popular game that I played with a lot of people. And people on YouTube like it. So I'm like, I'm going to keep doing it, right? But I wanted to switch things up. So I told Danhausen, hey, put you whatever video you want to do. Do you want to do the GOAT game or do you want to do the Never Have I Ever? So he chose the GOAT game. So I was like, screw it, let's go. Because I've been wanting to play this game with somebody. And I thought Danhausen was the perfect first person to do it with. Because obviously he's just a really fun character. And the second we started, he just went right into it and had so much fun with it. And I think he made my idea just so much better with his personality. So anyway, it's a little behind the scenes of how that all went down. So yeah, that was cool. And then of course I had no idea that CM Punk was going to come through. I had no idea because he had already finished my interview. I had interviewed CM Punk first. And then my friend who was also doing media, he had finished his interview with CM Punk. So CM Punk had left to the green room, and then he came back while I was doing interview with Danhausen. And so that's when he came through the hallway, which is what you see in the video. And then afterwards, he kind of just chilled there because then he had an interview with Mattel. So yeah, that's what was pretty much going on. It was literally just a walkway outside of the green room where we were all, in this walkway doing interviews and whatnot. And there wasn't that much media. It was just me, my friend Russ with the Daily Mail, and somebody from Mattel that was there. That was it. Those were the only 3 people right there doing media. It was me, Daily Mail, and Mattel, which was very freaking cool. It made things very easy for me. But John, thank you so much for the super chat. You ended up having me give a whole ass story, but I love it. All right, we are back on Monday Night Raw. And we are still watching the 6-woman tag. You know what? Again, I do feel like earlier Richard asked about how I felt about this women's tag team with Kayden, Katana, and Lyra. And you know what? I do think it's bringing out a whole lot in Kayden and Katana. I'm noticing it, even just with them, the way that they're acting on the, as they wait for Lyra to get out of that corner. They're just showing a lot of enthusiasm. So you can tell they're excited about this little pairing. And, Lyra's so new to the main roster. She had a really nice, couple of weeks on the Queen of the Ring. And she had some cool moments with Becky Lynch. So I'm pretty sure she's just happy that she's on the main roster. Sort of the happy to be here type thing. And shout out to Josiah, WBDWL member. Thank you so much for hopping on to the stream. Hope you are well. Fallen Footwear says they're building up some women's trios, which is different. Yeah, it's nice. I can't complain. I want to see them become something, you know, because they've tried a lot with Kayden and Katana, and nothing has necessarily stuck. So who knows? Maybe this could be the thing. You never know. Oof. Just hit her on the back. No, but I really do like this trio with Sonya, Shayna, and Zoey. But they need a name, guys. I'm tired of saying all their names every time I speak about them. I want to just refer to them as something. They need an official name and not the foreheads like Zelina said. They always have some cool little spots. Let's see what she's going to do. Oh, is that it? No, Shayna's coming in. Oh, man. Shayna with those stripes, guys. I'm liking this. This match is, I will say this match has turned out so much better than I really wasn't looking forward to it when I saw what it was. I was like, eh. But no, it's not. It's actually pretty decent. Oh. What happened there? I'm not sure what happened there. That was weird. Great knee to the face. God, she's just, oh my God, so aggressive. Oh, I love that finish. Oh, yeah, she cleaned her off clean. Like, she wiped her off the planet with that. And I do like Zoey's hair. I think it gives her a little bit more of, like, you know, a different life, a different vibrance to her. I think that was a good idea to have her dye her hair. Because now it's like they're all, like, having with the dark hair. Wait, who's coming out? Oh, Damage Control. I feel like we'd only been seeing Damage Control like on backstage segments as of late. I wasn't even sure what was going on with Damage Control. It's been a minute. Here we go, guys. We were just talking earlier about building some trios. There you go. You got a nice little story, a nice little feud that could be a thing there. See, and I don't want them to break up Damage Control, guys. I feel like Damage Control is great together, and I feel like Damage Control broken up is not the way to go, because then they would all sort of get lost in the shuffle of things. I feel like all of them together is the best way. Like, they should remain a group as is. I know a lot of people thought they were going to break up for a while, but I didn't want it. I don't want to see them break up. Like, look at them. They look so cool. Look at Damage Control. I saw the Kyrie Scene action figure, by the way, that they're coming out with Mattel, and it looks really cool. I posted a whole thread also on Twitter of all of the videos and photos of the Mattel booth for WWE and like all of the action figures that they're bringing out. I'm not like a big action figure person, but they looked really sick, especially the ones with like all of the really cool detail. I loved Dusty Rhodes. He looked super like, I don't know, man. It was just the detail. They got detailing really great. But anyways, Gunther is now cutting a promo. Let's see what he's talking about. Oh, he's about to bury Finn Bálor. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's true. I actually agree with Gunther on this. We were all expecting more for Finn Bálor. I like this promo setup here with him in the empty seats. Ding da da da. So funny. I like that. That was good. All right, we're at a commercial break and we got a couple of super chats. This is from Brandon who says, do you think the way Nia squashed Lyra at Queen of the Ring buried her? No, I don't think so because she went so far in the tournament and look at what they're having Nia do. I mean, come on, she's competing against Bayley at SummerSlam. So I don't feel that it buried Lyra. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they had different plans for her, maybe with Becky Lynch, but with Becky Lynch out of the picture, that probably changed some things. And I say that because it kind of felt like they might have used Becky and Lyra, considering their history on NXT with Lyra defeating her and then them having like little backstage moments. Like we got quite a few of them on Raw. And so I have a feeling those are probably going to lead to something. And then they just didn't. I was almost hoping we saw something with Becky and Lyra the way that we did with Zoey and Trish. I thought that was really cool for Zoey. So I kind of wanted to see something like that for Lyra and for Becky. John Taylor sends in a super chat. Thank you so much to John, who says, and now for another commercial break stories with Denise, who ran out of games. Question: how did you meet Will Washington? Good question. Okay, so Will and I, gosh, it's so funny. How did I meet Will? So Will was announced to be doing Grapsody on Fightful, and I still didn't actually know Will. And so then he did the show with Grapsody on Fightful. They did their thing, right? And obviously, being under the same Fightful banner, that's kind of how we just knew each other a little bit. But then there was one day where, how did I meet Will? Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what's the first stream that Will and I did together. Because the first one that I remember, oh, he's gonna get mad. He's gonna get so mad at me. The first one that I remember is the one that we did on Monday Night Raw, where he and I did the Raw post show. But that was not our first stream. We also did a Mariah Carey stream here on the channel where we rank our favorite Mariah Carey songs. That's here on the channel. But he also came out on one of my other videos that I can't remember. I think it was Crown Jewel. I think we did a Crown Jewel predictions podcast, and he was on it with me and Tempest. I think that may have been the first time we did a stream together. I don't remember which one was the very first one. Shit. And so, anyways, we just kind of hung out. He was just very easy to how do I say this? He was always like there. I don't know how to explain it. Like if I ever needed someone to do a show with or anything, like Will was there. And then he made it very easy to like see him often where he would come here to LA. Like we hung out a bunch of times when he would come down to LA. And so it made it easy to just like become friends just like that. And so I feel like that was how we just like started to like, I don't know, just be friends. And then when we started doing After the Week, we were talking every week. I actually feel we got closer after the week. So after the week ended, I feel like we actually got closer, Will and I, as friends, once we stopped podcasting because we didn't have the podcasting thing anymore. So we just had to find other ways to talk. And so we were just, texting and whatnot. And I feel like we actually got closer after we stopped podcasting. So I miss After the Week a whole lot. Every time I think about it, I'm like, damn, I really wish that we could have done that show a lot longer than we did. And I also have been trying to get Will to maybe come up with like a podcast that we can do. But I don't know. It's probably a lot, though. I think it's a lot, and it's hard because obviously he's got a different life now and is traveling all over. So it'd kind of be way too hard for him to have to do a wrestling podcast. But I have pitched some like non-wrestling podcasts to him, so we'll see. I'm still trying to convince him, But I don't know if I can convince him because he's super busy. And then on top of that, I would have to convince him. And then after convincing him, he would have to get approval. And so it would just be like this entire process. So I don't know, but I have mentioned it to him a whole lot. But not too much, so I won't get annoyed. But thank you, John, for the question. Guys, can you hear me? Everyone's saying that they think my mic is off. Are you guys hearing me right now? Did I mess something up? Hold on. Someone is saying my audio. Hold on. Test, test, test. Nope, that's right. What the heck? Nope, that's right. Someone says my mic sounds weird, but you can hear me now, but it's low. Echoey? Was I always like this, or did this just happen? Someone says you can hear me now. Am I good now? I don't know what happened. I've just changed somewhere down the line. Someone says it's better now. Test, test, test. Am I good? All right. I don't know what happened. Someone says it's pretty garbled with the stream, but it got worse when SRS showed up. What? Ever since SRS joined and it left and got worse. That's so weird. I don't know what could have happened. I have no idea. Let me figure something out. Hold on. Hold on. Alrighty, and how does this sound now? Like, is everyone hearing me okay now? I am using the right program, so I don't know what that issue could be. But let me see. It might have just been a thing where I needed to restart. Okay, I think I'm good now. Everyone's saying it's better. It's much better. All right, I don't know what happened. It's so weird. I felt like I was fine from the beginning, but who knows? Sometimes these shits just happen. All right, well, let me know if it gets busted again, and I will just come back in and come back out because sometimes it happens with sometimes it happens with StreamYard. Like, it's so weird. Like, you have to start all over, like, come back in, come in. It's a whole thing. Like, even if you're on the right settings, it just needs, like, a little extra kick, a little refresh, and then all of a sudden, everything's all right. Brandon Rosen says, leave it to WWE to muck up an amazing SummerSlam card by making The Miz the host. And so, I mean, these host stuff, like, they come out and they have, like, a little tiny bit, and then after that, like, doesn't even like nothing ever even happens. You see them like once, maybe twice. So I don't think it'll be bad. I don't think it'll be bad. I think it'll be okay. Thank you so much to Brandon, by the way, for sending in the super chat. I appreciate you, man. Woo, let's go. Everyone saying it was the Miz. I mean, not the Miz, the Wyatt Sticks who did that to my audio. Probably. All right, we're back on Monday Night Raw. Kind of getting a little hungry now, guys. In 23 minutes, I can get a snack. 23 minutes. I always get a snack after the watch along, right before the post show, just to get that little extra energy boost right before the post show. It's so funny. Fallen Footwear says, what was San Diego Comic Con like this year, Denise? Super freaking packed, dude. Super freaking packed. Super hot. They were charging an arm and a leg for drinks. I got a little sweet ice those brisk iced tea in a bottle. Okay, who can guess the price of what I paid for at San Diego Comic-Con for a sweet iced tea, brisk iced tea, whatever the hell it's called? Who can guess the price? What do you guys think they were charging at San Diego Comic-Con for just one drink? One drink. Nope, not $5. $5 sounds. Oh, Jose Ortega. Yo, did I tell this story already? He guessed it on the dot. $6.50. Yes, exactly. $6.50 freaking cents. That's how much I paid for one brisk iced tea. $6.50. Yo, I was pissed, but I was thirsty, so I didn't really care. I was like, okay, screw it. And it was right before my panel, so I didn't want to go and host a panel with like a groggy voice. You know, I had to obviously sound good, so I had no choice but to get myself my sweet iced tea. We are going into another commercial right now. And then afterwards, I was so happy because outside they had like street vendors that were selling like water and stuff. So then I bought a water for $1 the next day, and I was so happy. And I even thanked the guys who were selling out there because they were selling in the hot freaking sun on a bridge with no freaking umbrella. They didn't even have hats on, nothing. Like it was hot, and they were out there selling waters and snacks and whatnot. So I went and I got myself a dollar water, and I told them like, dude, it's $6.50 inside for a drink. And they were like, what? And I'm like, you guys could even charge more, honestly, and it would still be a discount than what they're doing inside at the San Diego Comic-Con. But let's just say they made bank. Parking, I parked 15 minutes away from the San Diego Convention Center. It was a 15-minute walk, and they charged $100 for the day pass. So for me to park there for the whole day, it was $100. If you only wanted to park for like 3 hours, it was 3 hours was the options was 1 hour, which was like I don't know, like $30, and then the other option was 3 hours for $45, and then the next option was the day pass. So for more than 3 hours, you could park there for $100. So, I mean, obviously, I wasn't going to be going and coming back and trying to save money that way. So I just paid for the day pass. But thankfully, I got reimbursed. So I was like, oh, thank God, because I did not want to shell out $100 for fudging parking. And I was so desperate at that point, I didn't care because I had already driven so much. And I had been driving in circles trying to find parking in the first place. So at that point, I was desperate. I was going to park wherever the hell I landed. Anyways, but let's see what we got here. We got Seamer truly sends in a super chat saying any chance SummerSlam opens with Punk versus Drew. Oh, I don't know. Let me pull up the card one more time because you got all of these championship matches. If anything's going to be in the main event, it's going to either be the Cody Solo Sikoa match. There is a chance to, like, the three possible main events is the Cody Solo Sikoa, Damian Gunther, Drew Punk. Those three matches, one of those is going to be the main event, and it's probably going to be Cody versus Solo as the main event. And I know a lot of people are expecting Roman Reigns in that spot to like come in afterwards or whatever. So that's mainly going to be the main event. For opening the show, I can see it being like Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker or Bayley versus Nia. Damn. Or they can even do Damian Priest versus Gunther to open the show. I don't know. That's like hard because a lot of these matches are pretty big and they're all for a championship. Like this is literally everything's for a title there. Thank you so much, Steven, for sending that in. I have no idea what they're going to choose to do there. Let's see. John Taylor says, how was the Airbnb in San Diego? I think you mentioned it was a room at someone's house. No, that one's in Cleveland. So Cleveland is the one that it's a room in someone's house. And I was the pricing for Cleveland was ridiculous. I've had other media members that have told me how much they spent on their Cleveland trip, and I'm like, no thanks. I did not spend that much because y'all are crazy. No freaking way. My goal when I go to these events is to maximize the amount that I can make without having to spend a lot. Because here's the thing, the more you spend, the more content you have to get, and the more views you have to get in order to make up for the amount that you spent. Right? Like I'm trying to get a profit here. every time I go to these shows, I always try to get a profit. So for Cleveland, I was so shocked by the prices that they were having for their hotels, for everything. I thought it was ridiculous. Like ridiculous. So Cleveland, I'm doing that room share. For those rooms available for Airbnbs and stuff. I've done those before, so it's not really a big deal for me. But San Diego Comic Con, I got very lucky. And I got like one of the last rooms available, and it was great. It actually reminded me of I don't know, it was very tropical because on the outside it had a bunch of trees, little fountains and things like that. It was random as all hell because the street was just like your regular basic street. But then the actual Airbnb location was like a little tropical paradise. I was like, this is super random. Like I was not expecting this. But at the same time, kind of backfired on me because it gave me like big time allergies, like really bad allergies that I got from that. But I was just happy. It was a very easy stay for me. One night and it was very easy. So I was good. Benoit Richter says, Mike, happy old man freezing. Mike, old man. Hold on. Is this a, hold on. Is this a teaser? A Mike, an old man, and cold. What does that mean? What does that mean? All right. I'm waiting for someone here to figure it out. Benoit's got a teaser for us. A Mike, an old man, and it's cold. Something savage said by an old man. Huh. All right, I'm gonna need some help here, guys. I'm gonna need some help here. Everyone's saying it's Michael Cole. Oh, because Michael cold, old man, and the Michael Cole. Okay, Michael Cole seems to be the answer here. All right, I'm gonna go with Michael Cole. Yep, Benoit says here the answer was Michael Cole. Oh my god, that's too funny. That's too funny, Michael Cole. And then Brandon, I got your super chat, your last super chat, which was the Miz one. Yes, I did read your Miz one, and also the one before that was the Nia one. I got that one too. You could probably just rewind afterwards, I think. I don't know if you can rewind while it's live. I think you rewind afterwards. Colin Footwear says, dang, I suck at these analogies. I can make them, but apparently I can't figure them out. Oh, okay, cool, Brandon. I just wanted to make sure you actually saw it. I didn't want you to think that I didn't read it. So I always get paranoid about that stuff. All right, guys, here we go. Finn Bálor versus Gunther. This should hopefully be good, guys. Like, I'm expecting Gunther to send Finn Bálor to the moon with those chops. To the moon. James Bond says, Denise, what's your favorite food? For breakfast, eggs. For dinner, pizza. Oh, and I love chicken strips and chicken sandwiches. And fries. I love fries, too. I love everything that you're not supposed to eat. Like, everything that's unhealthy, I want it. So sad. It's not fair, guys. Oof, Finn avoided the first chop. Oof! Oh, dang, bro. He chopped him all the way to the ground. Nice. I'm so glad to see Finn Bálor in a singles match, by the way. I feel like all we've been seeing him in is tag team matches for like the last. I mean, I know he's had singles matches, but I feel like I only remember the tag team because they all feel like a blur. They've all melted in the same pot together for me. Joseph says, do you like Chinese food? Yes, I do. I love orange chicken and chow mein. I really, really love chow mein. That's my go-to order at Panda Express. I get the bowl with chow mein and orange chicken, and it is delicious. I always get the same thing. I don't think I've ever veered off course. Or sometimes I get the veggie rolls, egg rolls. I've gotten the beef with the broccoli, but that's honestly the only ones I'll try. I think everything. I just love the orange chicken, and I'm not the kind of person that likes to try new food. I tend to stick to what I know because every time I try new food, I don't know, something always goes wrong. So I stick to what I know. Brandon Rosen sends in a super chat saying, "Here's a game for you, Denise. You have to eliminate one of these foods forever: hot Cheetos, nachos, and pizza with ranch sauce." Brandon, there's like life is not worth living without any. Oh, okay. First of all, you know me way too well, by the way, because you literally chose like my kryptonite in there. Like that is wow. That's hard. I have to eliminate one. Hold on, guys. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. For sure, it's not gonna be pizza with ranch sauce. I love myself my pizza with my ranch. Like that's. I actually just had that for dinner yesterday. Um, hot Cheetos and nachos. I'm gonna have to get rid of the nachos. I cannot for the life of me get rid of hot Cheetos. I love hot Cheetos, but damn, do I love nachos too. Oh, that one was hard, Brandon. That one was really hard, but nachos will have to be out, even though it hurts. It's like picking some of my children here. What are we doing? That's a good one. Thank you so much for sending in the super chat. Seriously. John Taylor says, break Q&A. Why did you choose Cal State Fullerton? Oh, I chose Cal State Fullerton because the guy I was dating lived in Anaheim, and I wanted to be next to him. That's a really bad choice to pick a college, by the way. Really, really bad choice to pick a college. But that's why I chose Cal State Fullerton. Honest reason. That, and then also it did help that they had a really good theater program. I was part of the theater program. I ended up switching, so I guess it didn't matter how good the theater program was. And it just worked out. And I applied and I got in and I was happy. But I also applied to Cal Poly Pomona. I did get into Cal Poly Pomona, but I didn't want to go to Pomona. I just applied to all the nearest Cal States because I was just worried. I thought they were all going to reject me, to be honest. But I did very good for myself, and I ended up picking Cal State Fullerton in the end. And I'm so glad I picked Cal State Fullerton. It was a really, really good school, and it's a commuter school as well. So that worked perfectly because, drive in, go to my classes, drive out, go to my internship, or to my my job because I worked too while I was at Cal State Fullerton. So yeah, but that's honestly the real answer. That's honestly the real answer was the location. That was the answer. That's so funny. Sven Big says college choices are usually sus. Yeah, that's true. I mean, some people make college choices like where they want to go because they either want to move out from their family. I didn't want to move out. I wanted to still live at home. I didn't want to be like living on campus. I was never interested in that. And then I didn't want to go far either. Like I was happy being here in California and SoCal. Like I didn't want to go far. So Cal State Fullerton was honestly the perfect choice for me. And I didn't want to go to Cal State LA either because my mom went to Cal State LA and I didn't want to be exactly like my mom. I didn't want to live in her shadow. And I had already taken classes at Cal State LA when I was younger. So I almost wanted to have a different experience. And then also, a lot of kids from my school were already going. They had been accepted to Cal State LA. So I didn't want to go to a school with the kids from my high school because I knew a lot of kids from my high school were going to go to Cal State LA, and I didn't want to be in the same school as my high school peers. I wanted to see whole new people. I wanted to have my own thing. And so, yeah, Cal State Fullerton was really just the perfect choice for me. And it's my cousin is actually going to Cal State Fullerton. She starts, I think, I don't know when she starts, but she starts at some point Cal State Fullerton. I'm supposed to take her on a tour of the campus. Like me, I'm going to be giving someone a tour of the campus. I'm so excited. Like I'm seriously so excited and jealous too because I loved college days. I really, really did. Melissa Cabello says, did you behave in college? Yes. Are you kidding me? Yes. I did. Absolutely. Guys, not to sound like a nerd, but I took the max amount of classes that you could take. I was very, very focused in school. Like, I ultimate good girl in college, guys. I did not veer away from the course at all. And I had to because I was going to school full time. I had an internship and I was working. So I had three things that were taking up my life. So I was very, very focused because if not, then I'm basically screwed. You know, if you start messing up in your classes, then you mess up everywhere. So no, I was very, very determined to graduate in 4 years and get the hell out of there and start my life. And in order to do so, I had to be very focused with that. So yeah, no, I was good. I was so good. James Clem says, you never puffed Mary J? Nope. Not once, not at all. Never gonna happen. Never. Ultimate square. Ultimate square right here, guys. Ultimate square. Oh man. Uh Finn's Finn's chest is already red, by the way. Already red. And he's only gotten chopped a couple of times, but those chops, it's about quality, not quantity. But in this case, maybe a little bit of both. Nice. I love me a good counter into a DDT. Sensational Wrestling says Finn's chest looks like hamburger meat. I know. We just need a little spoon. Start putting them in a pot or something. Put some veggies in there. I'm just cooking Finn over here. I always find it funny when someone tries to chop Finn Gunther because we always know that he's going to get out chopped by like 10 miles. Like, it's funny to me that Finn thought his chop was going to do anything to Gunther. It did not. But yeah, he does. He's super. He's worse than pink now. He's red, bro. He's red. Nice. Thank you so much to Joseph. He says, well, Watch Along's almost over. It was good seeing this again, but a little too long. Thanks, Denise, just before SummerSlam. I know. I don't know when my next Watch Along will be, but keep an eye out, guys. Keep an eye out. Oh no, my mouse is not working anymore. Oh no. Sorry. All right, there it is. Yeah, dude, he's turned red, man. He is red. Dominic Carranza says Gunther has so many good chops, he may want to start his own pork palace. About to start his own butcher shop. This has been my favorite Finn Bálor match in a really long time, guys. I mean, he literally turned red for us, but hey. Ooh, we got 2 minutes left here. Sensational Wrestling says ketchup isn't an option. What are you putting on your fries, Denise? Thousand Island sauce or barbecue sauce. Yeah, but primarily Thousand Island sauce. I really love Thousand Island sauce. That's it. He's out. He's out, guys. He's out. Oh, I knew something was going to happen. He was just putting them back in it. Oh, I'm pretty sure Damien's going to come out. If he doesn't, that would be kind of wrong. He's not coming out to help out his friend. Oh, he did that on purpose. He did that to bring out Damian Priest out there. I love that. See, this is it. They really hyped up this feud so much, guys. It went from just a straightforward, oh, we're all just waiting Gunther to win, to all of a sudden, some people are like, nah, maybe we do want to see Damian Priest win. And now the story has just gotten so much better and so far more interesting. Oh my gosh, Gunther. Oof. Right into the prime hydration station. I love that they're closing out Raw like this with them just fighting. We're going to have to wait and see for the Twitter videos of the fans that post that. That's it. We're going to have to wait and see for the Twitter videos to see how it all ended between Damian Priest and Gunther, guys. But alrighty, everyone, there you go. That was the watch along for today. Seriously, guys, thank you so much to everybody who's joined me the last couple of weeks and doing these watch alongs. I hope you guys had a good time. If you do want to see more watch alongs, just tweet me and let me know. If I see a lot of people that want them, then I'll do them more often. But yeah, just let me know if that's something that you guys want to see. And then on top of that, please go check out the interview that I did with CM Punk, guys. Give that one some love. If you haven't yet, go watch it. It's the biggest interview I've ever done. And it meant the most to me out of like all my interviews like ever. So go check those out. Go check that one out. Give it some love if you can. Leave a comment, a like or something. Share it with your friends, whatever. And then also on Twitter, please go give some love to Wrestle Rumble because I really want them to sponsor more giveaways. So if you guys head on over there and give some love to Wrestle Rumble, that would be awesome. Just tag them, say hey, give them a follow or something, enter the giveaway. All of that. And hopefully we'll get some more giveaways from Wrestle Rumble too. So thank you guys so much. If you are new here, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the NXT post show. And then I'll be back Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. And then keep an eye out for the SummerSlam content for the SummerSlam weekend in Cleveland. Alrighty, guys. Bye, everyone.